you drink your water? Did you rest well? I hope you're all doing amazing. I'm a little eepy. we had our collab quite late last night. I'm a little sleepy because after stream I don't like to go right to bed. I like to like chill and do other things first, you know. But anniversary yesterday! Wow! Guys, I can't believe I'm a year old. We're a year and a day old, chat. Can you believe that? We're a whole year old now. Isn't that insane? It doesn't feel like it's been... It really doesn't feel like it's been a year at all. It feels like it's been like shorter than a year, right guys? It feels like it's only been like a few months. But we've been here for a whole year. It is December 9th and I debuted December 8th last year. Ugh. I don't think I'm much of a newbie star anymore, huh? Remember my original introduction before I changed it, chat? Newbie star, idol, Serena Starstruck. Yeah, it's already been a year. Isn't that kind of insane? I feel like that's like so long. I feel like a year is so long, but it doesn't feel like it's been so long, you know? But anyways, we have a lot of things to talk about today, don't we? We have in store for us today. We have talking about our solo cover. We have talking about the group cover. We have talking about the merch. We have talked about debut because I wanna do the thing that everyone does on their anniversary, where they react to their debut. So we're doing that. And then we're also gonna like look at like some of our old stuff, like Lost in Time, for example. We're gonna look at that too. Yeah, overall we're just gonna like talk about things, think about the last year, you know, all that good stuff. But first, let's actually start the group cover, shall we, chat? Let's talk about the group cover. Did you guys like Mr. Music? Did you guys see we have merch? We have anniversary merch. Check it. We have the merch. Anniversary merchandise. Let me. We have merch for the anniversary. Check it. I'm probably gonna go broke. All my Christmas money is probably gonna go to buying that full set, to be honest, chat. I'm gonna be so honest. Anything I get for Christmas, I'm probably just going to put it toward... I'm gonna put it toward getting the full set of the standees. I want the full picture. Isn't it so crazy, chat, that there is... Ice soup never tasted so good! So true! Isn't it so cool that not only do the standees have backgrounds, but when you put all of them together, you get a full picture! Isn't that so cool? I was so excited. Look at the standees! It's so cool! They all come together to make like the full like image, you know? I just thought that was like so cool and creative. I feel like management gets really creative with the way they like present our standees and like our merch. I just feel like it's so cool. And then like the desk mat. I didn't know we were getting a desk mat until like right a few hours before our stream yesterday, like before the collab stream. I didn't know. I was like, we have a desk mat. And literally all of us were like, Senbei, do we get the desk mat for free? Can we each, what's it? We all get merch of ourselves for free. Like anytime, I don't have to buy my own Serena standee unless I want like another one for like Mama Starstruck or something. So we all get our own copies of our own merch, like one for free. And so the desk mat, I was like, we did the same thing with the tote bag for the summer merch too. We were like, Senbei, do we get this one for free? Can we please have one for free? Please, each of us, please. Because technically we're on it. And so I'm gonna have my very first desk mat! I'm so excited. I don't even have a mouse pad. I don't use a mouse pad. My mouse is straight on my, like, keyboard tray. Because my desk has a keyboard tray. So I have... my mouse is, like, directly on my desk. So having a desk mat will be really cool. I hope it fits. Actually, I should measure that right now. I'm gonna measure my keyboard tray to see if the desk mat fits. I forgot to do that. Gotta get my measuring. It's 1 year and bro reveals she's been talking about her desk. I've talked about that before. I said that I like my mouse is just straight on my desk. Okay, I have my okay. Well, it is 40 by 70. Oh, the desk mat is too big for my keyboard tray. By like quite a bit. This is awkward. Oh. Big both ways. Oh no. It's okay, I'll still get the desk mat. I've already convinced him to give it to us for free, so I can't really like tell him not. But I'll definitely I'm probably gonna buy the full standee set too. I want the full picture. I like puzzles. Then everything comes very satisfying. So I'm probably gonna end up going broke to buy the whole standee set. It's fine if it's hanging off a bit. It's like 20 centimeters. It's like 20 centimeters too big. On either side. So I don't think so. Especially because it's a keyboard tray. But I mean, if I put it on my regular desk, if I use it, like, I put it on my regular desk. Yes, I can. But like, I have my drawing tablet there. I wouldn't be able to look at it very much. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just know I want a desk mat. But the reason I don't have a mouse pad is because most of the mouse pads that I find, they're like too big for the amount of space I have for my mouse. Because I use a keyboard tray. But anyways, check it! Isn't it so cute? The merch is limited time. It's only for pre-order. Only pre-order. We only like make as much as is ordered. So like, if you want this merch, you better order it before the 9th of January. January 9th is when it stops going for pre-order. And you can't buy it just regularly. So it's only pre-order, guys. Only pre-order. You better put it in. Remember to put it in, especially after Christmas if you're waiting for a Christmas month. Make sure if you want the merch, order it before January 9th because that's the last chance you'll ever get for it, ever. I definitely know I'm probably gonna wait for Christmas before I put in my order. Yeah. I usually just put in my order of Senbei. Go, hello Senbei-san, I want this, this, and this. Thank you. And then he goes, okay, sorry. He sends it to me. But anyways. I also want to order it because I want to, I didn't know. I literally, chat, if anyone ever thought my reaction yesterday to the Senbei lanyard being real, if anyone thought that my reaction was fake, it was genuine. I will say. It was genuine. I didn't know there was a Senbei lanyard. I was like, there's a what? But apparently when he sends you packages, like, recently, then he sends you a Senbei lanyard. So I said, I want one. So I'm ordering this not only to get... Because I don't have my summer merch yet. I'm supposed to have summer merch. He was holding it because how he usually does things unless we order, like, merch, like, where we get free shipping anyway. He just holds it for us and then hands it to us, like, if he ever sees us. Which, for me, I'm in a different time zone than him, so it's a little difficult, but, you know. But yeah, if I order the winter merch, I'm probably gonna get my summer merch and the Senbei lanyard too. And so, you know, I'm probably gonna order it at the standee set. He usually throws in when we order it, like he usually throws in the stickers for free. I don't know. I definitely know I'm gonna get my own stuff, like obviously for everything, but yeah. Member, arigato. Wow, Ashley, thank you so much for rejoining the membership. Thank you. Just wanted to say that I loved your cover yesterday and you were amazing and this is so beautiful. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, I appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you. I think like I speak for a lot of us when I say we enjoy the like things you write in the Discord. We see them. I don't always have the time to like sit down and read like all of it, you know? But like, but when I do see it, it's very, very much appreciated. I know Toka enjoys reading like the fanfics and stuff. Toka reads it and she usually like, well, it's so cool. I usually don't. I have focus issues. Sometimes I can't sit down and read all the time. Whenever I do get the chance to like sit down and read and like my focus issues don't act up, I like, wow, it's so cool. I will say sometimes, what's it? Tempo, my mod. Sometimes she will just forward things in the Discord because she watches the Discord closer to me sometimes. Because I mainly only watch my channel and then occasionally like the off-topic gaming general, but usually I'd like just hit like mark as read for those. I mainly read my general, but sometimes when there's stuff posted to me like in the other channels, because obviously Tempo's a moderator, so Tempo has to read everything, you know? But like sometimes when like there are things that I missed, people will forward it to me just so I see it and I go, wow, that's so cool. But sometimes Tempo will also be like, yo, this fanfic is kind of cool, and I'm like, oh, I have to read that eventually. when my focus issues are not starting to be booty cheeks. Yeah, it's very nice to have mods who have to watch things so that you don't have to sometimes. Because I'm usually busy editing or recording or streaming or whatever. And then after that, I'm just tired. So usually I don't have the energy to like read through the entire Discord for. But usually I'm a lurker. I like to lurk in the Discord. I like to read things. I what you guys are up to sometimes. Sometimes when I'm bored, I look in the Discord and see if you guys are active because it's entertaining. Anyways, though, yeah, that's the merch. Please buy the merch. I definitely will be also buying the merch, so we can all be broke together and eat our ice soup together. But yeah, that's the merch. I love it so good. Sometimes, so you literally react to things on Discord during the stream. Well, that's because when I see notifications on my Discord, I can't focus. When I see notifications on my Discord, I go, what is it? I want to know. Especially pings. When I see pings, I go crazy. I can't function when there's pings on my Discord. Same with email. When I see my email for the question yesterday on the anniversary stream, when they were talking about like emails, they're like, who doesn't have 1,000 emails? They did that several times. We're like, who doesn't like this? And I'm like, me? Or like, I don't think anyone said this. I'm like, I did. I said that. Like for the karaoke thing. I think it was both times it was Lemmy. Lemmy was like, I don't think any of us would have said we're amazing at karaoke. And I'm like, I said I was amazing at karaoke. Because karaoke isn't about singing. Karaoke isn't just about singing good. It's also about just like the energy. Having fun energy for karaoke. Because I don't think you have to be good at singing for karaoke. I think you just have to like have good energy and good vibes for karaoke. That's why like I'm fun on karaoke. I like doing karaoke. I like singing with everybody. No? Like if you enjoy it, you're good at karaoke in my mind. As long as you enjoy it and you have good vibes, you know? And so, yeah, that was that. And then the other one was like, who doesn't have like 1,000 unread emails? And I'm like, me? My emails are all cleared on like all of my Gmail accounts. I have 0. The only time it ever piles up is when if they arrive when I'm sleeping or when I'm streaming. Although sometimes I check my email while I'm streaming too. But yeah. Sorry, what was that tangent about? Oh, the Discord. Yeah, I just like lurking in the Discord sometimes. I like seeing what you guys are up to. I like knowing. I just like seeing what you guys are talking about. But yeah. Other than that, that's the merch. Yes, that's the merch. I will be buying the merch. Don't worry, chat. But moving on from the merch, let's talk about Mr. Music, shall we? Mr. Music was such a good song. I'm so glad we did it. I think all of us really loved the song. All of us were like, Mr. Music, let's do it. It's a good song. It is a very good song. Very cozy. I like it a lot. But put up my art for it. Boop. Okay, there you go. Mr. Music, 強く抱いて But yeah, let's talk about the process of Mr. Music, shall we? Like always, Toka and I did the scripting and the harmony guide, of course, as we do. But I remember we came about doing Mr. Music was I think it was around Naomi's birthday. I was in call for learning to set up because I was helping her test out the the live 2D to 3D stuff. I don't know how that worked, by the way. If I ever do 3D, I have to figure it out. But I was helping her figure it out. And that was when management pinged and they said, hello, it's time to think about anniversary song. What song do we want to do? And originally, Galmi had proposed the Bunny Girl Senpai song, the Shigi Nakahart. The Uya Muya Sayonara Sotoime Hai. I did really like that song. I was looking in like the scripting for that song. Or the way that song is laid out, the scripting would have worked out very nicely for 8 of us. But then Toka had brought up, I think, Mr. Music because Perry and Rena really wanted. And all of us were like, oh, actually, Mr. Music is a really good song. So yeah, we ended up doing Mr. Music because it was like basically unanimous. All of us were like, oh my god, Mr. Music! And I feel like the meaning of the song also very much suits like kind of anniversary vibes. It's just a very cozy kind of song, like everyone's here kind of vibes, you know? It just has like very like special event kind of vibe. Oh, like celebration. And so we did Mr. Music, and I was very happy about that. In general, just those kinds of songs, especially like Mr. Music and like the Haliosi songs, very good. But Toka and I scripted it. Let me actually pull up the script for it. Because actually, we actually did it pretty fast. Okay, like, here's the script. Okay. So, yeah, we pretty much like did fairly even line distribution, I'd say. The people that like did get less lines were the people that just like weren't very. But I feel like everyone had like their little solo, you know? Everyone had like their like 2 lines or whatever, you know? Very fun. I really much enjoyed that. Yeah, we just thought about, you know, as per usual, we thought about who would do each line, you put him. And generally speaking, I tried to organize the lines based on like who went on what days of debut. But I ended up changing it up a little bit just because I thought like some people would sing. And when we I don't know, when Toka and I just scripted this, we just kind of went like, yep, this is the vibe. Yep, cool. Like, we kind of like both agreed, like, without even having to discuss it really, like, what kind of, like, where we wanted group lines, where we wanted solo lines, etc, etc. But there was basically like no duets. It was just solos and then full group lines. Because I felt like that was very the vibe of the song. And we did a lot of like duets, or not duets, sorry, like harmonizing. Because this song is like, the appeal of it is that there's lots of like, everyone singing different parts. And like, so we did harmony guides for everyone. We scripted, you know. It was very fun. And then at the end, because Rena and Perry were the ones who really wanted to do that song, we gave them the 2 solos at the end. And we just and on top of that, we also did ad-libs. I actually want to play those for you guys. I made some my raw vocals. I won't play anyone else. I don't have them downloaded. But I want to play the raw vocals. At least mine. I want to play. I haven't looked at this file since I recorded, by the way. I might be a little bit lost. Although this is the guide. These are my vocals. Found it. But yeah, chat, I basically recorded I recorded harms and I recorded ad-lib. And then oh wait, are my ad-libs not? Oh shoot, they're not. Why my ad-libs are I've been super into ad-libs recently, chat, by the way, so if you guys ever find like anything recent or like anything to come, there might be ad-libs in there just because I'm I really like vocal ad libs. Definitely know I did record. I know they're there somewhere. Let me play, we'll start with the... hold on, where is this? Oh, that's my solo. Oh wait, it's muted. Oh, that's awkward. But, yeah, here's my Raws chat. Hey, Mr. Music, 強く抱いて Hey, Mr. Music. Then, I don't sing, like, for the first bit of the song. I sing it. Hey, Mr. Music. Hey, Mr. Music. Keep on grooving. Now that's the first chorus, and then I have my solo here. なんとなく長いもの見なかれてちょっとずつすり減ってく希望もなくさない僕は僕を諦めない Hey Mr. Music 止めて Hey Mr. Music 恋の始まりのように Keep on moving. Yeah. I did harmonies here. But I actually didn't record ad-libs at first because I forgot. I forgot. And then Toko was like, she said like a timed version of like everyone who had submitted their lines at some point. And then I was like, oh, let me record ad-libs. I worked my ad-libs off of the other girls' ad-libs as well. For you guys that were listening to the cover, in the little instrumental break with like the scatting and whatnot, that was not only just Toka, that was also me too. Me and Toka mainly did ad-libs there. Yeah, I can play parts that are... The scatting was all Toka, but the rest of it was like... Toka and I working off... There you go. Keep on moving. Look, I had her little bit. I'd put a high on it. Let's go. Yeah, and then Rina goes like, let's show them what we're waiting, or let's show them what, or let's give them what they want, or something like that. And I go, let's go. Wait, hold on. I can do the dialogue. Let's go. Hey, Mr. Music, you've given me such a cool buzz. Hey, Mr. Music, living up my boring days. Hey, Mr. Music, come on, show me a more wonderful world. Hey, Mr. Music, with that fantastic magic of yours. Hey, Mr. Music, Hey, Mr. Music, Hey, Mr. Music, Hey, Mr. Music. I'm gonna be so honest, chat. I was not proud of that. I did like so many takes of that. Cause Toka, originally I was going to take Yuli's line right before that. I was going to take that instead. But Toka was like, Serena, don't you want the next line? And I was like, the next line? And she was like, yeah, it's like a belty line. And I was like, that's it. Because the thing is, with this song, Toka knew this song way better. Well, one, way better than me, but she knew it because of covers. And I just knew the song because of the original. And in the original, that's not like a very like grand line. They just kind of like That's how they sing it. That's it. But in a lot of covers, that's like a very like big line that they like belt on. And Toko was like, "Don't you want that line? That's very like belty and like grand." And I was like, "Okay, I'll take it then." Saying I should take it, and so I did. And when I was recording, I didn't like. I did so many different takes of it just because I was like, "This is like the climax of the bridge. This is like right before the final chorus, you know." I wanted to make sure it was really good, and when I recorded it, eventually I was like, "Okay, I can't keep doing this. Like at this point, like my throat's getting tired. I need to like stop." And so I just kind of took this take and I accepted it. And in the final mix, I'd say it sounds really good. I do like how it turned out in the final. The raw, I'm like, not as much. I don't want to play with the instrumental because I don't want to get copyrighted by accident. Because Pista's instrumentals are like, we have gotten copyrighted with them somehow. But yeah, for the, I don't really like how it turned out in the final.
Hey, Mr. Music. Hey, Mr. Music. Hey, Mr. Music.
Oh.
Keep on grooving. Hey, Mr. Music. 止めて Hey, Mr. Music. 恋の始まりのように Keep on grooving.
Oh, and all the ad-libs at the end. Hold on.
Keep on grooving.
Yay! I heard Rena do that, so I did it too.
No, Mr. Music.
This part too, yeah.
Hi. 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 Woohoo!
Yeah, we just were told to record a bunch of ad-libs and just like happy noises. And then everyone cheered at the end, so I cheered.
Yeah!
Yeah, but just in general, we put like a bunch of just like ad-libs of us like having fun, laughing, like I think Toka goes like, "Come on, let's dance," like things like that. Yeah. And so in general, it's just like it was just very fun to record Mr. Music. And when I remember when the mix came out, I listened to it on loop so many times. Mr. Music. That in general, just like the I looped the mix so many times when it finally was finished. I was like, yes, it's me and the girls. It's so cozy, isn't it? I feel like it's so like the song is just so cozy. I don't know, and especially our cover, just like us all singing together. I love SVP. I love Stellar First Production so much. Us all recording together was just so fun. It was just like so much everything. Woo! It just felt like so nice. And I feel like our blend together, like as SVP, is like so like. It's like so cute. It's not like professional by any means, but like it's very cutesy. Like it's not like a proper blend, I'd say, but it's very like it has a lot of character and like a lot of charm. It's very cute, and I like it a lot. But yeah, that was Mr. Music. I want to show you guys my art for it. So let's. Yeah, this is the art. I really love how the fit turned out. I had like sent like one reference, I think, and I remember management was like, "You want a purse or no purse?" And I said, "Purse, purse. I need my purse for my date." So yeah, the outfit. Because the prompt that we had was like winter date, basically, and not like super like bulky winter. Like that's a little chilly, you know. So this is the art for the cover for Mr. Music. I thought it turned out so. I love the plaid skirt. All of us ended up doing plaid skirts. Like most of us did like plaid somehow. And I was like, wow, actually we all like match really well. So when I pull up the merch screen, like all of us ended up matching pretty well with our outfits. Like most of us did like some sort of plaid of like a skirt kind of thing. Bar, Galmi, and Nana, right? Me, plaid, Nana, plaid, Toka, plaid, Yuli, plaid, Lemmy doesn't. Me and Perry also have like the wintry scarf kind of like. I feel like all of us together, like we really like. We all just look very put together. Like it looks like very matching, even though we didn't really plan it, because our only prompt was like winter date, you know. Yeah. I feel like everyone looks so cute next to each other. I feel like we're all, I don't know, I'm just so grateful for my family. I'm so grateful for everybody. Yes, the merch is for pre-order right now. It's only until January 9th. You can only buy this until January 9th, and then it's gone forever. Because we only make as much as the orders, as many orders as we get. So we only produce that much merch, and then it's like over. No, you can't get it ever again. So if you want this merch, you better order it before January 9th. Before January 9th, you have a whole month. Anyways, I also wanted to show off because I have it. Admire the outfit for another sec. I love the bracelet. Oh, and it has like my necklace still. And the purse is like pink, like my clock. It has little bows to match my earrings. Isn't it so cute? I love it. I also love how they don't really change my hairstyle very much in any of the art that we do for official covers. And just in general, covers in general, we just don't like changing my hairstyle. I get it. My hairstyle is pretty cute. I like my hairstyle. Yeah, and like the skirt. I love how it's like blue and pink. It's so cute. I love all the bows. And the shoes! They're so cute. Okay, chat. Fun fact about me. I'm a sucker for thigh highs. I love long socks. I think they're very cute. I like skirts of long socks very much. And so like with the long boots, I was just like, it's perfect. It's so cute. I love how it has like the chains too because I like that. I love how the fit. So cute. And on top of that we have the chibi! The chibi! Look how cute the chibi turned out too! It's so adorable! I had a feeling we were gonna get chibis, but I didn't really know until we watched the MV. When Senbei sent us the MV, and we were like, oh my god, the chibis! Please send us the PNGs of the chibi. Yeah. The chibis are very... Love how it turned out. It's so cute! Look how cutie it is! I love how they drew the sweater. The like ribbed sweater. Genuinely, that's something I would wear. Like, IRL. Like, that's like something I would wear IRL. That's why I put it on like my date outfit. Because I was like, this is something I would actually wear, you know? Like a ribbed sweater with like a plaid skirt like that. And like thigh-high socks or like tights or something like that. Hold out. That's like genuine clothes that I would wear. I like plaid skirts. I have like a black and white plaid skirt that I like. It's like my go-to just because it matches with everything black and white, you know? Yeah, I love how the chibi... It's so cute! I love how they did like my little hair shine. Look at like how they drew my They changed my ribbon out on my like hair ribbon. The actual like black ribbon part. They changed it out for like feathers or something. I don't know what they are. But it turned out very cute. Very happy with it. I love it. I love it so much. They even got the small detail that I have like two ahoges. Because I have like the big one, right? And then like the small little bit, the strand. They even got that little detail. And I just thought it was so nice and cool. And I got like the little pearls on my earring. It's so cute. I love it. It's very cute. I love how it turned out. I just love how sweet it is as well. Like it's sitting. It's in a sitting position. I just love how sweet it looks. Can I make that thing? Yeah, kind of like that. I love my little hoge, my hair strand. Or like cowlick, or whatever everyone calls it. I know it as a hoge just because Danganronpa in anime. But, you know. Anywho. That's Mr. Music. I don't know, I'm just like very happy with how it turned out. I'm so glad it's finally out! So I can listen to it on YouTube now. I don't have to like dig up the file anytime I want to listen to it now. It's finally out on YouTube! I hope you guys really like it. I just really love like when all of us sing together. It's so warm and happy. I love when all of us sing together. It makes me so happy. Anyways, that's Mr. Music. That's that. That's done. Now, I saved this one for after the merch and Mr. Music just because I knew I might get a little emotional when I talk about it. My solo coverage. How did you guys like Shelter? Did you guys like my solo cover? Did you guys like it? I hope you guys did, because I swear to God, every step of the way, something went wrong, and I had to genuinely question if I would be able to get this cover out. Like, period. Every step of the way, trying to produce that shelter. Every step of the way, there was some sort of problem that made me question whether or not I would be able to cover it. And so, I went to hell and back, chat, to get that cover out. I really did. I worked so hard. Because first off, right, originally I didn't think I could do an anniversary cover because I was worried about budgeting. That was the first problem, was budgeting. I was like, I don't know if budgeting will allow for us to do this. Right? And then the second thing, once I did math, chat. I did math. I don't do math. Fun fact about me, I hate math, chat. I cannot do math. I hate math. Math is like worst thing ever. When I see math, I cry. I used to have mental breakdowns over my math homework when I was in elementary school. That is how bad at math I was, chat. But with math, I did math. I was like, okay, here's how I'm doing budgeting. I'm managing finances, and I say I can't, and I realized I could do the anniversary cover. I was like, I'm able to do it. I just have to like keep it within this specific budget. Your merch bundle is currently, yes, I think it should stay on that price, I'm pretty sure. Unless Senbei is hiding something from me, but it should stay at that price, yes. It should stay at that price. The Oshi pack, yes. But yeah, I did a lot of budgeting. I can afford it. Realistically, I can afford this cover so long as like this part doesn't stay up, like go over this much, you know? And it was like fairly realistic prices, I'd say, especially for the people that I've worked with in the past. And so, I ended up... Okay. The first thing I did was look for an instrumental, because instrumentals are very important. I was like, if I have to pay for an instrumental, I don't think I can. Because this is a very long song. So I would have to pay extra a lot of the stages of the way for like mixing and maybe video, depending on who I went to. Like, I'll have to pay extra because it's a 6-minute long song, you know? 6-minute long cover. So I had to look up, first I had to be like, okay, I need an instrumental. Let me look up the instrumental. And I found an instrumental for Shelter. I didn't find an instrumental for the animation version of Shelter. So I was like, well, dude, I already storyboarded this. Like, I already storyboarded all of this. I want to, like, I want the monologue and stuff, you know? And so I had to... What I did, chat? I edited the instrumental myself! I took my self-taught audio engineering skills to the max. Because I haven't done audio engineering in a while, chat. Proper? I've done, like, mixing. But that's, like, a little bit different. But I not only dug up the piano instrumental and the regular instrumental, I dug up underwater sounds, sound effects, and I edited it all together. I had to clip it so the instrumental, like, transitioned smoothly. I had to, like, make sure the volume was good. That instrumental, I did that myself. I found everything and spliced it together all by myself. And that took me, like, 3 hours at least. At least. Just for the instrumental, which is normally a stage that takes, like, 5 minutes max to get in a normal cover. And normally when you don't have an instrumental, you have to commission one, or you just have to not cover it. And so I was very worried. I willpowered it, and I pulled through. I was like, okay, next. Actually, no! With the storyboard, too! The storyboard I had problems, too, because originally I was like, I want to do Shelter for my anniversary, but I don't know how to storyboard it. And I remember talking to A about it. If you guys remember A, my childhood friend, basically. And I just consult about things. They're like my older sister, basically. They look after me. But, I was like, I need help bouncing ideas off, because A is also a writer, and like a dungeon master and stuff. So I talked to A about that. I was like, I need ideas for this. Help me. And A hadn't, like... Either A hadn't seen Shelter, or they only watched it, like, once, or, like, vaguely heard of it. So I had to make A watch it. Because that was another thing. I made the artist watch it as well. I was like, please watch the original. Because I need these kind of similar feelings to, like, A, you know? And so I was like, A, I don't know what to do. Like, whatever. And I ended up bouncing ideas off of A. But here's the thing, chat. Just like talking to someone helps. Talking to someone really helps. Like, even if you don't take their ideas, like just getting the words out and having like someone's reaction to it really, really helps. So A gave me terrible ideas. I was like, no, A, that's not what I want. That's not the kind of thing that I want for this. You know? But because I heard what I didn't want, I knew what I wanted instead. So basically, A threw a bunch of really bad ideas at me, and I said, here's a better idea. And so, my storyboard, like, once I got the juices flowing, I was, like, unstoppable, basically. Once the ideas started flowing, I storyboarded the entire thing. And, where is it? I actually made a tweet about it when I made the storyboard. A long time ago. I was like, something. I went from having no ideas, like, something along the lines of, I went from having no ideas to storyboarding the best MV I've ever storyboarded in my life. Basically. Is what I made a tweet, something along those lines. And originally that tweet was a flop because I was asking for different clips and like fan art from you guys, and like that tweet flopped. Like basically no one replied to it. Basically nobody replied to it, and so I waited a little bit, I retweeted it, you know. No one responded, and so I did it again later. And then that's when everyone came in clutch of all the clips and the fan art. That's when everyone pulled up with all the clips and fan art, and I was like, okay, thank you. But yeah. Actually, fun fact, chat, about the storyboard. The idea did change quite a bit. The ending part of the storyboard, actually, I can share it. Hold on, chat. Let's actually look at the storyboard. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Okay. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, okay. Let's look at the storyboard. Okay, so. Oh. Read it. The storyboard. Obviously, we've had some changes because I went from sending the storyboard with no art to like the video editor, so you know. But I basically described everything that I want. References. So at first I wanted to start because just for the monologue, like the little like speech at the beginning in Japanese. Which, by the way, chat, I also learned how to speak Japanese, or I learned how to voice act in Japanese. I got over my fear of voice acting in Japanese. I pulled it together. But for the monologue, I knew I wanted like something like dark. I wanted like some sort of like drowning feeling, because Shelter, it's about like loneliness. Like, that's definitely something that I felt like. Well, I'll get into it later. But Shelter, when I knew that I wanted like some sort of like underwater kind of. I just wanted like, especially because in the original MV, she's underwater at the start, and she's like, what will become of me from now on? I stopped thinking about it a long time ago. And so, I wanted like some sort of water thing while I was like monologuing. And then once the song started, I wanted like really quick, like I wanted like suddenly like a light to glow, like as I was talking, like a glowing light to appear. And then like just flashbang, and now it's the sky. Like, whoa! You've gone from like being at the bottom of the ocean into like the sky, you know, kind of thing. And I wanted to have like a blue stripe. This part was in the storyboard. Some parts were not, but parts were. This is one of them. I wanted to have like I wanted to include all of SVP. So I had blue stripe represent me, kind of like alone, like coming out from the ocean and like up into the sky, right? And then for the other ones, I wanted all the other girls. So you know, light pink for Yui, hot pink for Nana, red for Rina, yellow for Galmi, green for Lemmy, light purple for Perry, and dark purple for Hoka. And I wanted them to kind of come up together like a rainbow, but they ended up coming up like all separate, and that's okay. Then once the beat dropped, I wanted like, obviously title screen, just to get it out of the way, all the credits and whatnot before we get into full emotional bit of the MV, because people people were already getting emotional at the start just because it's Shelter, you know? It's very nostalgic, it's very emotional. But before we actually got, I hit everybody with the whammy, you know? I wanted to have the title screen and everything. It had Shelter. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys can see like the timestamps. I was like, hello, this is the timestamp I want this to show up, and this I was very, very specific with the video editor, and I feel a little bit bad about it, but I didn't have to go through and get any revisions when I finally turned it in. So I was happy with it. Yeah. Shelter, covered by me, mixer, artist, and then video, I just told them put their name. Debut anniversary cover. And then I wanted it to like fade into black real quick. And then I wanted the first start with eyes closed on the bed. Yeah, I basically like fade into the art, like have like fun typography, kind of, just like have it like be moving around and stuff like that. And then I wanted to mainly be a full shot of the art. And then I just wanted it to be very like soft and kind of like nice. Very like, you know, because how I sing the song is very like soft and nice. And the words of the song are also very like sentimental there. I can play my, let me play my raws for this. Or actually, I can play the, I don't know. I think I'll play the acapella actually. I don't actually like my raws very much for this. I didn't really like it. I liked it mixed. The raws, I didn't like how they set in. In general, when I sing in my softer range, I feel like it doesn't really set into the instrumental without mixing it. Arigato! Ah! Thank you, Chubby, for joining the membership. Thank you. Or rejoining it, I think. I think that's a member message. Yeah, thank you! Wait, let me... Up at ass. Kyle. Yeah, this is the part that has the
I could never find the right way to tell you. Have you noticed I've been gone? Cause I left behind the home that you made me, but I will carry it along.
Oh, but I just thought like the shot of her like laying in the bed, I guess, very suiting for like out of all the, cause I had to rewatch the Shelter MV a lot. I was like, I got the vision when I like watched. I thought the bed shot was very nice because I felt like it was sleeping, like relaxing, kind of like comfort, I guess. You know, it felt very comforting, but also like at the same time like kind of lonely, you know. And that's kind of like the meaning. It's like, the meaning of the song is kind of, to sum it up very, very, very simply, it's like I'm alone, but I know you're all still with me. No, I just thought that was like very like, I'm alone, but at least I'm comforted by like all the people that aren't here. You know, like I know you're still with me even if you're not, you know? And so I thought the bed, like her laying in the bed was like a really nice for that. Especially because how I sang the song, I felt like it really suited it. But then when the like music starts picking up a little bit, I was like, I want to have the eyes open. And like, because like the first verse where like before the music picks up, it's like it talks about like I'm lonely, I'm by myself kind of thing. But then the bridge into the chorus is like, trust in me, like I can do it. So it's like I had the eyes open and then I went to zoom it, and then for the instrumental breaks, I was like, well, there's only really one kind of thing that makes clips. Fan art. I basically had directions like, please try and include these clips in this order. So I numbered them in the. Okay, first off, here's the main art. There's a lot of different. I asked them for separated layers, and they deleted. First instrumental break, I included like I clipped everything myself. By the way, chat. I basically, if you guys had a clip that you liked, I included it. But like for the most part, I dug for clips myself. I dug for fan art myself. So I like screen recorded everything. I put it in the folder. I put it in an order. I said, here's the order I want these in. Yada, yada, yada. Here's all the art. No, just throw it in somewhere. Thank you. But yeah, I basically just I threw together all the clips. I said, here's the order that they are supposed to be in. And then I said, like, if you want to include the audio of the clip very quietly below the music, you can. And so, even organized by timestamps? Yes, everything's organized by timestamps, so that they knew exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I told them if they want, they can include the audio from the clips, like, below the music, like, very quiet, or, like, muffled. But if the clip had music in it, then, like, don't play it, because it'll clash with the actual, like, filter, you know? Like, if you play 2 songs at once. And then, back to the next verse, like, after the little that entire thing. After that, I was like, same thing as before, just, like, slow panning, generally. Instrumental's a little calmer now. And then for the next, like, bridge, I wanted to bring in the next art, and I actually sent a reference MV that I'll... Something like this, where the face is blocked. Body, you can see. And I'd say they did that. Yeah. See how, like, it's kind of like that. I thought it was, like, a very, like, good energy. Because, I just wanted to... I didn't want the full reveal until the final chorus. Because that was, like, the big moment. Then I was like, silhouettes of everybody. Silhouettes of everybody. I intended them for just to be a black screen, and that was it. Over, like, a background. I didn't expect them to... I wanted it to be, like, a surprise. Like, that it was everybody. I didn't want it to be, like, super obvious that it was each person, but I still really like how this turned out, too. I really like how this turned out. So I'm not complaining. I like how it turned out. Even if it wasn't exactly what I envisioned. Very good. Wait, chat, I forgot to mention, by the way, chat. You know when the song was premiering, chat? You know how, like, the song was premiering, like, last night? That was all of your guys' first time seeing that MV. And that was everyone in SVP's first time seeing that MV, right? It was also my first time seeing the MV. I didn't watch it before that either. I uploaded it and that was it. I didn't watch it beforehand. I didn't watch it before It was my first time watching it then too. Yeah, that was my first time watching it too. I storyboarded it, right? But I didn't see how, like, the final product turned out until the premiere. So it was also my first time. Because what my thought process was, right, was because, like I said my last stream, my last solo stream, I had said, like, I wasn't sure if this was gonna come out in time. Because the MV artist had some struggles. Because their computer crashed several times while trying to render it. Because this, well, you guys can see now why I was saying before, like, it makes sense that their computer would have trouble rendering this because this is a lot, you know? There's so much on this. And so, you know, I was like, it's understandable that their computer would crash while trying to render this because there's a lot of things all over. There's individual clips flying across the screen, you know? Which originally also, for the clip screens, I didn't expect them to do, like, clouds like this. I expected them to just, like, do, like, a cut to each one. Like, full screen each clip and then cut to it, you know? But I still like this. I still like their interpretation. Because it's like, we had the sky at the beginning. And so just, like, it's like looking up in the clouds and, like, daydreaming, remembering, kind of. I liked how it turned. But, yeah, we had this. Yeah, this was my first time. It was my first time seeing this too, so I didn't actually, I decided, like, since this MV is coming so late, and I definitely don't have time to ask for revisions, I was like, well, I might as well just watch it when it premieres with everybody else too, so that I'll react together, you know? And so, yeah, that was my first time watching it too. That was my first time watching it too. It was very, very emotional. I told them to include... Oh, we can slow it down, actually. Let's slow it down. Yeah, 0 revisions. You can see, like, each fan art that was included. Yeah, it included everyone. And I was like, yes, my girl! just made sure, because I was very descriptive of what I wanted, so I doubted that it was going. I knew it was like going to convey what I wanted. And especially because I'd worked with Azriel for Paper Moon as well. So I was like, I know Azriel's like whatever they're gonna do is gonna be a good job. No, it's still gonna look good no matter what. But yeah, and then I just had like the compilation of everybody together, and then I just had like all the clips of like all the full Gen collabs, all of our cover songs we did together. Yeah, and I just had like the final bit. I just loved how this part turned out. There are some revisions that like in my head I thought of, but like I still really love how it turned out regardless. It's not exactly what I wanted in my head, but like it's still very, very good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. There was one thing, there's like one slight regret that I have. End bit. I actually wanted to get an animation for the last bit done. I wanted to get an animation done of the last bit. For the last bit, but budgeting was like, no, I don't think so. The budget didn't allow for it, so I basically sent the description that I wanted, and I said like, please like, do something to this effect. All in your hands, please. And originally I wanted like an animation where like it had the star brights in it too. But, you know, I don't actually have like an actual art of the star brights. I only have the reference sheet. So I couldn't really throw it in there, you know? And so I told them like, try to follow this to the best of your ability, but obviously I know there's no assets for this. It's kind of difficult. Please just do effect. And so when I saw this, it was still very, it made me very emotional, but I still like, I wish I was able to afford an animation to like get it done for you guys. Because I did generally want like the star brights in it. Limited time, because originally I didn't know I was able to I didn't realize I was going to be able to do this. And on top of that, so there's a bit of time crunch on top of everything too. So I did and some of the timing things that I commented on, they did change it a little bit, but I was just very, I do love how it turned out. I did want a original animation, hand drawn kind of real quick. But yeah, the star brights were originally going to be there. That's why the star is there. That's why the star. There's a star here. It's supposed to be you guys. The star is you guys. That's you guys. Like, it's kind of like, it doesn't really fully, but like you can see like the blue with the pink at the ends, you know? It's supposed to be you guys. It's supposed to be you guys. That star is you guys. That star is you guys. Okay? I don't know if anyone noticed it, but that star is you guys. That star is you guys. Okay? It wasn't just about SVP. It was about you guys. It was about you guys too. I wanted to... That star is too thin. You're not fat! You're not! Look at you guys! You're adorable! Look at you guys! Look at it! You guys are so cute! I get cuteness aggression. I want to squish you. Notice how it's really wide like a Luma! Yeah! You're squishy! Look how shiny you look! Don't you look squishable? I get cuteness aggression. I want to like squeeze. I want to squeeze. I want to like give a hug. Do we squeak when squished? Yes, definitely. You guys make like a squeaky sound when you get... You have legs and arms? Yes, you have legs and arms. Look at you. You're very cute. That's you guys. You're the star brights. You have your little light sticks and your candy. And the little tails that look like my skirt, but this star. Like that. Yeah, that's you guys. That's the storyboard. I have artist. I was also very descriptive of the art too. Like, I literally said, please watch the original. Oh my, okay. I need to go back to telling you guys about the saga that I went on for this. So on top of struggling with the storyboard, right? And the instrumental, right? On top of that, artists. I went to like 5 different artists. Okay, normally when I'm like planning out my covers, right? I only have like 1 artist or 2, maybe max, that I normally plan for. Like I go, oh, this artist would be good and this is my second choice. Just in case the first one's unavailable or out of my budget or whatever. And for this one, I had like 5 artists, right? 5 different artists. And I was like, I don't need this many, but just in case. Because you're normally the first one responds and I give them my money. Every single artist that I initially had on my list either ghosted me, boosted the prices when I asked for it, were too busy, would not make the deadline, etc. I had to dig so hard, not only for artists who were free, but artists in my budget too. I struggled so hard. I was like, ah! The hunt for artists lasts for like a whole 2 weeks because I was waiting for responses just to never get any. I was like, okay, maybe they're busy. Whatever, they'll see my DM, and they never do. No. So I had to like look. I was looking on like, I forget where I looked, but I eventually found an artist because the thing is, a lot of my artist lists, they're because our person who like looks for artists as well, they find artists through Skeb, and so most of the time there's Japanese speaking. They only speak Japanese, and so a lot of the time I'll be like, okay, I need to find like an artist that's like comfortable like using a translator or speaks English, you know. And so I find an artist. Oh, let me pull up her profile. Awesome. So fast to work on everything out real quick. Anna, I found her other account, sub account, and it said like, I speak English using DeepL, and I was like, okay, if she's fine with using DeepL, I'm fine with using DeepL. We'll communicate using translator, you know. And so you can see like all my like translated, like, okay, here's it in English and here's it in Japanese, and in DMs too, and we communicated where I had the English and the Japanese translated. So I finally find Anna. So sweet, so amazing, so patient. Knew exactly what I wanted when I described it. And when I asked for like a revision, she would take it very to heart. She'd go like, okay, thank you. I'll get right on it right away. You know, she was very fast with everything. And, you know, she actually watched like the original MV for like get the kind of feel that I wanted. I included reference. Here's the hair, here's the outfit. I don't really know how to like bottom. And she had sent me so many different sketches. She sent me like different options. Like, hey, do you like this better? Do you like this better? Do you like A option or B option? Things like that. I sent like, here are the references. Like, I remember. Okay, for this one, I forgot to communicate that I wanted the shot like right overhead rather than like from an angle. And so she sent the sketch, and I was like, would it be too much trouble to like change the angle for this? So sorry, because I know like you have to like kind of redraw the entire thing. And she did it like no problem. She did it immediately. Sent like references for the field as well. Flowers, and I said, please move the flowers into like arm instead. And then it turned out so well. I'm genuinely so happy with it. Like, I couldn't have asked for like, it turned out so cute! It turned out so cute! I couldn't have asked for like a better artist. I'm so glad that I ended up finding. Working with her was so nice. Was very communicative. She was very kind. She did her job very well, very quickly, and she very patient with, especially if both of us using a translator to talk, you know. But she was very polite and very even included like when I was like, please like separate all the layers and whatnot for the video editor. She did it. She included like everything separate very well. Like she included the PSD. She included each thing individually. She included like eyes closed version, the eyes open version. She included the background by itself. She included transparent. She included background with effects, background without effects. transparent. And she even included like instructions, like how to navigate the PSD and everything. But yeah, I was like, once I finally found my artist, genuinely, I don't think I could have asked for a better after like 2 weeks of struggling to find an artist. But yeah, the main thing was the artist fiasco. I was like, ah. And the mix went fairly easy too because I went to someone that we had worked with before in SVP. So Ken first was amazing. Ken was awesome. Fast. Ken was very like receptive to my revisions as well. I was like, can you make the ad-libs a little bit loud? This louder, can you do this? Can you do this? That? There wasn't many problems there. The only thing was I had to ask for like the ad-libs to be louder like several times just because I was like, I like my ad-libs really loud. And even in the end, there was still a little bit quiet for my taste, and I was like, you know what? I'll just take it. During the vocal chop bits, well, I can play it for you guys. Wait, why am I singing it? Do you hear like the held notes below it? That! Yeah, I was asking for that to be a bit louder in the final. Because you couldn't really hear it over the instrumental original. I like this louder. Like my harmony is my ad-libs loud. So, that was a thing. But mixer was genuinely very good. The mix was like the easiest part of this, I feel. After I got past like the instrumental part. After that, I was like, okay, the art is done. The mix is done. Surely, the video will be fine because Asriel was amazing for Paper Moon. You know, Asriel was very quick. Asriel actually had finished, like, submitted the video several days before the deadline for Paper Moon. And I was like, okay, this person's reliable. They're very good at their job. They do it very quickly. It'll be good. And I'll have everything organized for them. Even if this is, like, way more complicated than Paper Moon, like, I know, like, I'm giving them, like, a whole month ahead of work of this. So it'll be fine. And then, it was going all right. It was a few days before the deadline. And I was like, okay, this is fine. But, you know, obviously I did check in. Like, I was like, hello. Like, 2 weeks before and then 1 week before the deadline. I was like, hello, just checking in. Is there anything I can help you with? Like, is there anything I can do to make your job easier? Yada, yada, yada. Things like that. All the, you know, stuff that you should probably check in with your commissioner for when you're commissioning. I was like, hello. Can I make your job easier? Is there anything I can do? Do you have any questions? Like, how's it going? You know, things like that. And a week before the deadline, she's like, yep, almost done. Just doing the last bits. And then, we're good? And I was like, okay, nice. A few days before the deadline, which is when Paper had submitted, I was waiting. Nothing. I was like, okay, they're probably still, like, working on it. That's fine. You know, it's, like, final season is coming up. If they're a student, I don't know if they're that. And then deadline approaches, and I'll say, chat, I gave them the benefit of the doubt because they're 12 hours ahead of me in terms of time zone. And so I was like, okay, maybe they're just like thinking like, oh, well, if it's due the 26th, then like it's the 27th for the 26th. If it's due the 6th, it's due the 7th for me, or sorry, 7 for them or whatever, something like that. And then the 7th rolls around. Hey, really sorry. I just wanted to check in. Like, how's it going? The deadline was yesterday. No, I wanted to release this on the 8th because it's for anniversary and there was gonna be a relay, you know? And they go, my computer crashed several times in the rendering. I'm so sorry. I'm going to fix why it's crashing and then render it, and it should be done as soon as possible. And I was like, oh god, it's the final battle. I was like, oh god, it's the final boss, PC-kun. And so right when I was like smooth sailing from here, I had that stressor right there. I was like, And so, no, I remember on the karaoke stream, if you guys remember on the karaoke stream, I was like, guys, I'm really sorry if it doesn't come out in time. Literally, the universe was fighting me on this cover. And it was! The universe was literally fighting me on this cover. Did you guys... I just told you guys every step of the way there was something that went wrong. Every single step of the way. But, no. We did it. And then... No, on stream, I was genuinely, like, really sad because I was like, guys, I'm really sorry if it doesn't come out in time. And it's funny because after that stream, right, I, like, decompressed. I went to take a shower. I came back from my shower. I check VGen. DM from them. They say, here's the final MV, here's the thumbnail. Check it out. So, yes, it's perfect, thank you. And so I took it and I was like, much, and I was like, yes! I have an anniversary cover and it's coming out on time. So chat, not only did this cover mean a lot to me in general, but it was also one battlefield, one war to get done. But yeah, that was the journey to get Shelter done. But the reason I picked Shelter, because not only does Shelter have just like a really cozy, but actually, I wrote about it a little bit in the description of. If you guys haven't read it yet, I did leave a little note for you guys in the description of Shelter. But this is gonna get sappy. This is gonna get sappy. Hold on. I'm gonna get sappy for a second, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna get a little emotional real quick. Love the art. I talk. I think I've said this before. I come from like my experience. Before SPP, like I had a lot of experience with like singing and like mixing, but time and again, something would always go wrong. The people I was working with would suck. They would be mean. Something. And so like nothing ever actually like was completed. Nothing ever fully came out when for SPP. I was a nobody, chat. I was actually a nobody. Like I tried to work on things. Something always went wrong. Someone wouldn't get their job done. Someone would be so perfectionist that it just never got out. People were mean to me. People would like change their mind halfway through, not want to get anything done. I picked up a lot of different skills just because I was tired of people like who would like not do the job well or like not carry out the job they said they would do. That's why I'm like able to like mix chat and like video edit it and all that stuff. It's because whenever I had so many experiences in the past of just like nothing coming into fruition. Like if I wanted to do something, I had to do it myself, kind of thing. So I learned how to pick out harmonies by ear myself. I learned mix. I started learning art. I'm not very good at it, but I want to learn how to draw eventually too, just because like it'll be easier to like not rely on anyone else. And in general, that's just in life in general. It's just very hard for me to like get very close to people and like rely on them for things. When I know I can't do something, I know I have to rely on others. But in general, when I really struggled with that because I knew like no one would quite get. How do I explain this? I'm very scatterbrained at. So when I have a very vivid imagination, very scattered brain, very bad at communicating sometimes what I want, which is why I get hyper specific. But I think I've talked about this before, chat. When I had like started like trying to like sing and stuff like that, make covers, when I was like very young, I was like, okay, this is kind of a hot topic. Honestly, I think just from my own experience, especially, I don't think you should be as young as I was like, on the internet and like that kind of stuff. But I was like, I started trying to make covers. originally, and how like nothing really happened, I guess, for like so long. I hardly had many things to submit for my audition for SVP, actually, because of it. But because like I had been trying for so long that like I was 14 when I first started like making covers, wanting to like to make covers and whatnot. I was only 14. That I was very young. So when I had first started, like back then, around that time, I had like just been like dumped by my IRL friend group. And then like a bunch of other things had happened. And so I really had no friends. I only really had online to friends, make things happen, and like do what I wanted to do. And so I was like very, very young when I like got kind of like adopted by some people on the like basically like I got adopted by some like people on the internet, and like, hi, we're friends now. Hello, child. Like, we're gonna teach you how to like do things. Oh, and like originally, okay, not to make this weird. Like, a lot of my friends were like adults or like older than me. One of my closest friends back then was actually like, I think she was 19 when I met her, and I was 14. I think. She was 5 years older than me. But it was never like anything like weird, you know? It was just like genuinely, it was like, you're like my mom friend, you know? Kind of like that thing. It wasn't like weird or anything. I will say, it wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. But, genuinely just like, she basically would like teach me like, hi, like, here's how you, this is how scripting works. Here's Google Docs. You have to do this thing called mixing. Mixing is this. This is how mixing works. They taught me what time zones were too. They're like, time zones. So like not everyone is in the same time because the sun hits the world differently. And all that kind of thing too. But like I said before, the reason why I was like basically a nobody before joining SVP, because like everything went wrong somehow, some way. People that I was surrounded with, even though they were like very like young, like they were very like kind to me. One thing, like, they're always like busy, or they were into me some way. They ended up to be into me. They ended up just like being so perfectionist about things. This like friend that like that I'm talking about, that was like the friend, I guess, 19. She ended up like, we were friends for like 5 years. 5 years basically. And 4 or 5 years ish. And what happened? I guess like she was very, how do I put this? She was very perfectionist. She was very perfectionist, very hypercritical. She was very particular, very specific. For the sake of the story, this is not her name, but I'll call her Snow, I guess. We'll call her Snow. We'll call her Snow. She was her name was Snow. SNOW. We'll say Snow, like that. And she at first was very kind to me. She was very, how do I put this? She was very particular, very perfectionist about everything. And she was very like, my way or the highway kind of thing. But she would tell me like, originally, I think I told you guys about that. I used to be in like a covers, but also fan dubs. Like we would try and do impressions of like characters and whatnot, translated to English, whatever, things like that. That's why my voice mimicry is very good, chat. It's because I went through the trenches, chat. I went through the trenches. Yeah, that's why my voice mimicry is very good. Because I'm good at, I've like been trained in like impressions for 5 years, you know? But she ended up being very critical of me. And she tried to like several times get me to like stop being with my friends when I would tell stories about like my other friend groups. She would be like, that's not okay. You're not allowed to do that. You're like, they shouldn't treat you like that. whatever. When I would talk about like friendly banter, and she would be like, they shouldn't be saying those things to you. That's mean. They can't say those things to you. You know? Thing where it's like friendly banter, you know? Like everyone knows it's a joke. I don't mean it. I don't mean it ever. And she would say that, and I'd talk to her about like had a lot of double standards. But she would learn something very, very quickly. She picked up skills very quickly just for the sake of like, no one else will, if I want it done right, I'll do it myself. And she would basically learn, she was very good at learning things very fast. And so she ended up like, I guess, learning things very, very quickly, you know? And so she would pick up on things way quicker, and she basically took it upon herself to be like the quote-unquote director of everything. So she ended up doing lots of live directions with us. Like, oh, we need you to do this, so do this. And she basically would take over everything. She would manage everything herself, and then like take forever with it. And she would hypercritical. At some point, like, it was just very, very heavily, like, even now, looking back at it, I'm not friends with her anymore, chat. Just for reference. I'm not friends with her anymore. We don't like snow. Snow is not a good, we don't like snow. We don't like snow. I'm not friends with snow anymore. But basically, it was a lot of, heavy manipulation. And I was basically trapped in, like, this friendship for, like, a really, really long time. And I remember, like, genuinely, I would be, like, genuinely so anxious to join call and hang out with her or, like, do anything for her because I knew she wouldn't like it no matter what. And I got so, like, hypercritical of myself, my own voice, how I acted, things like that. Basically, everything about me, I got so self-conscious about it because of her. And she... There's actually she would call my voice annoying. She called my voice annoying a lot. That was like a thing, but during live direct, she was like, why are you singing like that? That's annoying. Don't sing like that. She genuinely would say that after telling me that my friends can't give me friendly banter and make jokes. He would genuinely give me that genuine advice and critique when, like, live directing me. And keep in mind, she is 5 years older than me. She had, like, I had become friends with her while I was kind of in, like, a very, like, vulnerable, like, mental state, you know? And so she would be like, you're not communicating this well. You're doing this. Like, and when I would communicate with her, she would just, like, be like, no, you're wrong. I'm actually like this, and you're wrong to think like this. You know? She's just very hypercritical about everything in life. And it got to a point where just, like, I would be... But, yeah, when I say I went through a lot of stuff before getting into SPP, I mean it. But it was because of her mainly that a lot of things that I wanted to do, a lot of dreams that I had, a lot of things I wanted to do, I never got to do them. Because either she would take over and then warp my vision, or she would just, like, take so long but insist to do things that it just never happened. And so, I remember when how do I put this? I just remember, I was like, when I say I was a nobody before joining SVP, I really mean it, chat. Nothing I ever did. I would work very hard on things, but nothing I ever did really, like, fully got to be anything. Just because I had so many bad experiences. Not only just with, like, association, but, like, because of things. But yeah, chat, that's actually why, that's actually why I sing a lot of, like, cooler songs and, like, lower songs. It's because she genuinely changed my music taste. Because some of the music I would like, she would call it annoying. Or she'd call my higher range annoying. So I don't actually like singing in my higher range, partially because of that. That's why a lot of the songs I cover are, like, cooler sounding songs where I sing in my lower range. It's because he would, like, call my higher range annoying. And she would, like, be like, all this Genki music is stupid. Why would you listen to this? This is awful. There's literally nothing to this. kind of that kind of thing. And she would shame me for a lot of the things that I liked, but then still take over when I wanted to do things relating to them. And so, yeah, I just had like a lot of, I just had like a lot of struggles with it, I guess. And I just had, in general, I had a lot of like, I got like so self-conscious, like, would change how I acted. No constructive criticism either, bro's 30 hating. Yeah, she was like, she would give some constructive criticism. She would be very blunt with it, and like very like, she should be very blunt with it. Like she'd be like, I know, you know that I don't mean it in a bad way, you know, but the way she said it was just very damaging in the long run. But I remember just like the day that I cut her off for like good. Like the day I cut her off for good, I remember like being so terrified. And I think that was like the sign that I knew like this was like how much of a hold she had on me kind of thing. Was when I realized how terrified I was to cut her off. And after I did it, I would like realize so many things that like I would do that were habits formed because I had become her friend and she'd conditioned me while I was still like very young, and you know, like the way she would condition, like she ended up conditioning. There's still some habits that I have from back then that I still like am fighting, I guess. And there's still some like subconscious things that I do that I like I wasn't happy about myself before. Yeah, that's kind of like where I kind of came from, I guess. Sorry for the trauma dump chat, but it's important, I swear, it's important. But like, that's what I mean when I say like, I came from like literally nowhere. I had like tons of experience to back me up, but basically no portfolio. So I had to like basically make a bunch of things for myself for the SVP like thing, you know? And so that's kind of what I mean when I say like I really came from like nowhere. I really had like no hope. I thought for the longest time I thought it was just me. Because she made me blame myself. She was like, you have all these issues. You're bad at communicating. You're bad at this. You're bad at this. You can't do this. You're bad at learning skills. You're whatever, you know? And she would basically like tear me down and like basically point out all my faults without pointing out anything why she'd keep me around in the first place, you know? It just made me feel like I was just a burden the longest time. And so that's what I kind of meant when I said like, I really thought that I didn't have a chance in entertainment. I really thought I couldn't ever be a VTuber. That I couldn't ever, like, people would never think I'm interesting to watch. People would never think I'm, like, people would never think I'm funny. People would never want to watch my streams. Things like that. And so, that's kind of where I came from. I was literally a nobody and I thought I could never ever be somebody. Yes. And I guess that ties into shelter in the way that, like, just the kind of feeling of, like, hopelessness and then finding hope, I guess, is the best way I can put it. Like, I have the translation for I wanted the subtitles to be in the actual MV itself, but they didn't have time to do it, so I did it myself. Those captions on YouTube. Like, what will become of me from now on? After some time, I stopped thinking about that. Like, kind of like the feeling of, like, hopeless. I'm never going to be anything. I'm never going to make it anywhere. I'm never going to do it. Like, maybe I forgot how to think at all. Because genuinely, at some point, I genuinely just couldn't think for myself. Because of Snow. Like, Snow genuinely would just, like, be like, why are you thinking like that? That line of thinking is wrong. You're not allowed to, like, that's not right. You shouldn't think like that. And it genuinely just felt like a really harsh cycle of just like self-loathing into just more hate into like more just, you know, overly critical of yourself, and then like but I'm not lonely, it doesn't bother me at all kind of was like my, I guess this kind of mindset, I guess something I'm still working on recovering from, I guess is the best way to put it. But joining SVP really helped me out, I guess. The SVP girls are also nice. so patient when I didn't understand certain things. They give me advice all the time, like, hey, this will probably do better than this if you want to do it this way. Or organizing it this way is more understandable for other people. Like that. They're genuinely so kind and like supportive. They're genuinely hoping to help me and everything else. And so genuinely I just remember being so relieved, being so like feeling so loved, I guess. That I could have people to genuinely lean on that weren't trying to hurt me, I guess, you know? I remember actually telling Toka about Snow. I remember telling Toka about her because Toka actually, her tone of speaking and like the way she sounds does kind of sound like Snow quite a bit. I remember telling her about this. Toka like reassured me. She was like, "No, I just want you to know like whoever she is sounds really stupid and I would never do that to you." And like, she just like reassured. I remember something that Snow genuinely would tell me is be like, my depression is worse than yours, and therefore you don't understand this, and your feelings aren't what she would say. Because there is this, I'll cover it eventually, chat. I will cover the song eventually when I'm ready. I remember I wanted to sing Hated by Life Itself by, I remember I wanted to sing Hated by Life Itself, and that's why I covered it for the one, like, mental health event that I told you guys. I think I touched upon this briefly, but that I had, like, that song really meant a lot to me. But that song in particular, I remember I wanted to sing that song because I felt like it really hit close to home for me. And Snow, she basically went like, these trans lyrics that you wrote, they're stupid. They don't convey the feelings of the song at all. You act like you're, like, she's like, I know you think you're depressed and that your problems are hard, but I've lived longer than you. I've been through more than you. I've been through this. She would be like, this is something she actually said to me, by the way. This is not like me paraphrasing. She said, basically, like, I would know this feeling better than you. I've committed slide. I've attempted to commit slide several times. Have you ever done that? Like, I don't think so. You don't have you don't understand what it feels like. She basically said, like, that to me several times. She basically would say like, my depression is worse than yours and therefore yours is invalid. Your feelings don't matter. Basically said that kind of thing. And so I never got to, and on top of that she said like, your voice isn't good for that song. You can't sing that song. You don't understand it well enough. You can't show the emotion that you need in that song. That song is for people. Whatever. Things like that. And she, I never got to do that song. In fact, she actually wanted to steal that song for herself. Yeah, she was like, I should be the one singing this song. You shouldn't be. And originally, I had wanted to sing that song together. I wanted to sing it with her, you know? Yeah, but it's just like, that kind of thing. Latoka kind of like reassured me talking about it. She was like, you know, you genuinely don't have to like worry about that kind of, that's stupid. You shouldn't have had to go like handle that kind of thing, you know? And so genuinely speaking, with this monologue, I knew I wanted to have the subtitles here. Genuinely, after so long, like when I left that relationship, like when I cut ties with Snow, I genuinely felt, I knew that it was bad because I genuinely felt so empty when I had cut ties with her. I felt empty. I didn't feel relieved. I didn't feel good when I left her. Even though I knew it was for the better, like, I knew that it was better for me in the long run, I didn't feel good about it. I felt, like, genuinely empty. I felt alone. I didn't feel... I genuinely felt like no one could ever, like, appreciate me. No one could ever, like, really love me. No one would ever want to, like, watch anything that I do. No one would want to, like, hear me sing. Like that. And so finding SVP, everyone's so nice and understanding, and everyone's very patient with each other. Everyone loves each other. It genuinely feels like I found a family. And after coming from all of that, you know, Yeah. And so like I guess shelter like meant all that much more to me. And like singing about like we made it to a year. I made it. There are people who like care about me and like genuinely like look forward to watching my streams and like my covers, you know. It generally means like more than I can express it for after everything. So I guess that's what the meaning of shelter really means a lot to me. Like, these feelings of like knowing that I can't express the gratitude that I feel as I like keep pushing forward, you know? Like genuinely, Snow did teach me a lot of things. I will give her that. Snow taught me things very rough, very she taught me the hard way for a lot of things. And so that's why I know how to do a lot of things. And I know things to like a certain standard. It's because she forced me to have those standards. Forced me to look at certain things that way. Things like that. And so it's like the skills she taught me. I learned them in a very harsh environment. So I have them. But because of that, I learned that like I guess I don't know. I just learned I got higher skills because I learned in a very rough manner. Yeah, it's like there are lots of things that I learned, and there's lots of things that I like, whatever. All the fun times that I have. I'm pushing ahead and I'm leaving them behind because I know it's better. And so, like, this part I guess is about SVP. My mind, how I related to the song. Like, it's a long way forward, so I'll give them shelter like you've done. That lyric kind of in my head, I related it to like SVP, like how they found me, and I guess like made me feel very loved. And like I'll give them shelter like you've done for me. I want to create a cozy environment, like how SVP does for me. How I want to create that kind of cozy environment for you guys. I want to like make everyone feel like they're not alone, cause like that's kind of just that feeling. I've gone through that before, so many times of just like, feeling so alone. Like, especially because, like, I told you guys, I've, like, been ditched by my friend group several times for one reason or another. Whether because, like, no one communicates to me, like, I'm doing something wrong, or because bad, that. But I've, like, had to, like, start over and, like, be alone so many different times. I just, like, I don't want anyone to ever have to feel like, you know? And so that's kind of, like, the feeling of gratitude that I really want to convey, not only to SVP, but to you guys as well. Just, I appreciate all my fans much. Spending their 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. with me. And then when I'm older, I'll be silent beside you. I know words won't be. That lyric as well, kind of like as I keep growing, as I keep learning and pushing forward to like keep making dreams come true. I know that I won't ever be able to convey like the kind of like I won't ever be able to convey the kind of like feelings that I have. Like I can explain where I come from, but I can't really put to words how grateful I am, you know? That's kind of why I put together Shelter so much in general. I put a lot of effort into it. I don't think I could ever convey with words how much everyone means us. Like and they will need to know our names or our faces, but they will carry on for us. That lyric's like I want to pass down that kind of feeling of like helping everyone belong and making everyone feel like welcome. I want to pass that feeling down, even after, because eventually all things have to come to an end eventually. Even after, like SVP or like VTubers, eventually, one day when we all like fade into the background, I want like the good vibes to pass on. I want people to keep making others feeling welcome. I just want people to be. That's the main thing. Be kind. I want everyone to like be patient with each other. Because I definitely wish I had that. I definitely went through the trenches. I went through the trenches to get here, guys. Believe me. Yeah, just like it's a long way forward. So trust. I'll give them. I'll keep pushing forward so that I can keep helping others and passing along like the friendship. Yeah. And then this, like, here, like, even if those memories make me sad, I've got to keep pushing forward, believing in the future. So, like, in the context of me, at least, that's kind of, like, where I, like, going through all the rough stuff of Snow, and, like, having so many people turn against me just because they're all, like, hypnotized by her, I guess, like, heavily manipulated by her. Like, even if I feel like I'm lonely, even if I remember, like, all those bad times that I went through to get here, those memories make me stronger. And I know that I'm not alone because of SVP and the Starbrights. Eternally grateful for them. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain why I chose Shelter. Obviously, it's a very good, it's the kind of song that feels like an anniversary song. Thank you song. A celebration song. But I wanted to explain exactly why Shelter specifically meant so much to me. Because of, like, all of the things that I have had to go through in the past, and, like, all the struggles that I had, and, like, everything, dealing with being manipulated, and then, like, having to break apart from that kind of environment just to be able to find, like, a family here in SVP. It genuinely meant so much. And yeah, that's why I chose Shelter. That's why not only did I really want an anniversary cover, I want this song specific because it really means a lot to me. And I know a lot of people probably forgot about Shelter. I'm gonna be honest. I did forget about Shelter for a while too. But I rediscovered it after the fact. And I just remember, like, crying really bad. Like, I cried the first time I saw Shelter. And, like, Shelter's kind of old. Like, it's like, Shelter's like, the original song is like, the original song is 9 years old now. Almost 10. I remember just, like, everyone knows Shelter. No, everyone knows that. This song blew up. It has, like, 88 million views. No? It's just, like, I remember rediscovering this song and, like, after the fact and just going, like, this song has a whole new meaning to me. So I really wanted to do this song. So it meant a lot. I wanted to share that with you guys. Video that, like, conveyed just how grateful I am and, like, went over everything. Huh? 9? Yeah, 9 years! Look at it! It says 9 years! Hold on, if I, hold on. 9 years! 9 years ago! The reasons and choice for Shelter make a lot of sense. It's an emotional song for me. Yeah. I just feel like, in general, just, like, it's an emotional song for everybody, I feel like. In particular, I really connected with this song a lot. Because not only does everyone know what it's like to be alone, I guess, but for me, I had, like, pushed so hard to get where I am. And I know it's like, nothing is perfect, I will say. Nothing is perfect. No matter where you go, you're always going to have some sort of problems. You're always going to have struggles. You're never going to, like, get to rest and just, like, nothing comes for free. Everything you have to work hard for. Work hard for everything. But I just feel like after everything, finally being able to, like, have an audience, finally being able to, like, be, like, I guess, like, I don't know, just getting to stream for people. It just, like, meant so much to me. And that's why I kind of, I don't know, Shelter meant a lot to me. That's why I chose it. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I chose it. That's why I chose Shelter. I just, like, I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to cry when I talk about this. Genuinely just, like, after having to go through so much just because I wanted to be an idol and because I wanted to sing, I wanted to entertain. And having to go through, like, being emotionally manipulated for so long and, like, being told that I'm not good enough. Like, no matter what I do, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't learn this, etc. Like, seeing myself, like, grow so fast in SVP and, like, learning to do things and getting to do these things that Phil told me that I could never do, I could never learn to do. Like, this song isn't suited for you, you can't sing the song. Things like that. Like, she told me I could never learn how to metal scream. She said, like, you just don't have the voice for it. Things like that. And just, like, seeing myself do it, I guess. seeing myself finally learn how to do things and like growing, it's just like it made me feel so grateful for the opportunity that Stellarverse Productions is giving. For all of you who watch me and like giving me like even just like a minute of your time each day. Everything just means so much. I can't really put to words how much it means. It really does mean a lot. That's why I want to make anniversary very special, because I never thought I could ever make it to here. Like, I think I literally wrote that too in the shelter video. I think I literally wrote like I didn't think I could ever make it. Yeah. I really don't think I could have ever achieved anything like that. I really, especially because I think I've talked about this. I wanted to this is after I had my like breakup with Snow, I guess. But I had the dream of being in a certain rainbow company, and then they crashed, I guess. No, there's a certain I'm not gonna name names, but there's a certain like rainbow company that I'm part of, and that was like my dream for like the longest time, and then that shattered. So that's kind of why I like auditioned for SVP in the. I was looking for VTuber auditions. I was like VTuber auditions on Twitter. Yeah. And so I am very grateful that that happened, because I'm just like, I don't think I would have ever been happier than I am here. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I was given. I honestly don't think I've been able to make it anywhere else, I guess. So I was very grateful that Senbei and management decided to like look at this little loser who like hardly had a portfolio and went like, yeah, this is an idol. this is someone we want to take a chance on. Yeah, I just like, that's why I went to that's why I said like I wanted to talk about shelter last in the sequence, because I knew I might tear up when I talk about it. Generally speaking, I really didn't think I could ever make it. I really didn't think I could ever make it like to where I am right now. I know we're not like anything like super crazy, but like being in a small corpo and making it to like a whole year is like really special, I feel. I'm really proud that I made it. SVP made it, and that like I have somewhere that I be someone feel a little bit special, like a few hours that I am live, you know? And like being able to like express like feelings and share music and joy and share memories with everybody just means a lot to me, I guess. But yeah, that was I guess my experience. Eventually when I do cover like eventually when I do gather the steel to Hated My Life Itself, I will cover it eventually as like my huge like, screw you, Snow, I did it, you know, that kind of thing. And eventually I will cover that song, and I'll be very proud of it, and it'll be very special to me. But that'll be another day. I'll be in the future. I decide that I finally feel strong enough to like past everything. I do want that one to be extra special, just because it's so much to me. But I was very happy with Shelter. Yeah. I guess that's the best. That's the most I can say about that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say though about it. I don't think there was. Collected all the clips. I watched them view there. I think that's everything I want to talk about for Shelter. But I just bottom line, keep pushing for your dreams, because they can come true. And even when it feels like all hope is lost, and like you feel like you're losing hope, keep pushing, keep going. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and you can make it. Keep trying. Keep pushing and keep trying, because I was basically forced to think that I'm a nobody. And then I got this chance. I don't think it's ever too late to follow your dream. I don't think it's ever too late to like want to change of heart. I don't think it's ever too late to want to try something new. I think that as long as you have the heart for it, and as long as you have the passion, the heart, and you're willing to work hard for it, then you can make it to whatever you want to do. I think that you can. I really think that's something I stand by. That no matter who you are, as long as you're willing to adapt and change, and you're willing to work to improve, then you can do whatever you put your mind to. And I think that's like, even if it seems like it's hopeless, keep pushing forward because good fortune will eventually come to you. I think that's like the message here that I after like going everything that I've been through, singing and everything, and like still recovering from all that stuff to this, that's the main thing I want to say with that, especially with shelter, is that I cannot be grateful enough for this opportunity, and I'm just happy that I didn't give up. I'm really happy that I didn't. I don't think I could have ever imagined my last year without SVP. And I don't think I could have ever imagined being where I am, I guess. I'm just very happy and I'm grateful that But, yeah, that's why I really wanted to, like, I wanted to show everybody how much I cared about them and how much I loved them. And that's why I included all the clips and the memories and everything. Because it generally does mean so much to me. Oh! Anyways! SAP Fest over! SAP Fest over! Let's, switch back to just chatting real quick so I can show off the art. SAP Fest over! Oh, never mind, we're listening to Lost in Time. My bad. Let me actually mute the BGM. I want to play, some of the chorus. I wanted to... If you guys didn't notice, I sang this song a lot more soft than I normally do. I sang this song very soft compared. Wait.
That they will carry on for us. It's a long way forward, so trust in me.
I sang it very soft because I thought, one, the soft tone kind of fit the song very well. But two, because I wanted to kind of tell a narrative. MV? I wanted to tell a narrative a little bit. Like, when I started off the song, I started it very, like, soft.
この先に何があるんだろう。いつからか考えなくなった。I could never find the right way to tell you. Have you noticed I've been gone?
Oh, and then, like, as I went on, I tried to be, like, a little more confident.
And they won't need to know our names or our faces, but they will carry on for us.
No? And then, toward the end...
Oh, it's a long way forward, so trust in me. I'll give them shelter like you've done for me.
I sing it very full voice. Kind of like, this is me now. I'm strong. I've grown because of you, you know? And that's like literally in the dialogue as well. Like you're on the bridge of breaking. That's kind of the feeling I want to say here. I wanted to like put a lot of emotion into it. I remember when I was recording Shelter, I actually asked Toka and I asked another. I was like, does this sound good? Do you think there's like enough emotion? And Toka, she actually ended up convincing me to read. She told me like, try and sing it more like you're talking to the person. And I said, you're right, I'm gonna do that. I tried to sing it more like how I normally talk, a little bit softer. On stream.
I could never find the right way to tell you.
Yeah, I tried to like sound a little bit more like how I talk on stream. Especially because I think I achieved that pretty well because earlier, Sweaty, because I was on Sweaty's stream earlier before stream because I wanted to play League, Your Honor. But Sweaty, she was playing my cover and she was like something. Oh yeah, I had left call, but she was playing my cover for her chat because they were wondering who I was. And she was like, oh my god, I thought Serena was talking to me in call. So I think I achieved it pretty well, yeah. But Yeah, in the final chorus, I sang it full voice. I wanted to be like, look at how far I've come. This is how confident I am now. Like, I used to be so insecure and soft. I've come into my own and now.
Oh, it's a long way forward, so trust in me. I'll give them shelter like you've done for me. And I know I'm not alone. You'll be watching over us until...
Yeah, I feel like at the end, the lyrics kind of have... That chorus that repeats kind of has a different meaning. The, I'll give them shelter like you've done. At the start, I kind of felt like it was more like a... The emphasis was like on the, like, you've helped me so much, you've protected me kind of. And then the ending, I want to convey more like, I want to be the one to protect everyone else. I want to help other people like how I've been helped before. You know? That kind of thing. That kind of thing, yeah. That's the acapella for... That's the acapella for Shelter. Yeah. Members have access to the full thing. Members have access to, like, acapella file. I posted it right before stream, I'm pretty sure. It should be out. Yes. Oh no, it's not out yet. I was like in the middle of uploading it. Yeah, it'll be out after the stream. Members will have access to the acapella. You guys will have it. But let's look at art. Art. The Shelter art. Up close and personal. I love how soft the shading is. I remember Anna had actually like given me like options for like how the shading should look, and I was like, this one looks softer. I like this one. Yeah, this is like me sleeping. Like it. Oh, sorry. With the blanket and like butter. The outfit. I thought that. Fun fact, chat. This outfit. I didn't like exactly the Shelter outfit. Like, I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like exactly what I wanted. I wanted like a cozier kind of look. And so I took MC from specifically 707's route from Mystic Messenger, and I sent that as a reference for the outfit. Yeah, I do really like it. It's very comfy. Kind of the vibe I wanted. Like, safety, like comfort. Because that's really how I feel with this song. Like, I finally found somewhere I can relax and like feel comfortable. Here's with the eyes open, like, I'm waking up, like, hey, I see now, you know? Like, I can see now. I was asleep, but now I'm, like, awake, and I can, like, kind of see, like, where I have to go, what I want to do, like, the kind of person that I am, you know? Because before I was, like, so, like, my vision was, like, so blurry, like, muddled. So now it's, like, opening the eyes there. Oh! I thought it was very nice. I love how these... Oh! I love how these turned out. Guys, it's very soft. I love their art style so much. It's so cute. It's so cute. I just love the way everything came together. The pink. I don't think anyone expected me to do pink. I think everyone expected me to do blue. But the sky was blue, and I was like, no, we're doing pink. The Shelter is pink. Shelter is pink. It's a pink song. It is pink. Especially because my hair is like my secondary color is pink, so I just thought it fit. And I want to point out, in this art, I don't have my side ponytail. I don't have my side ponytail. I have the big ribbon, and I just have my hair down. Because I really like them. I really like big, obnoxious hair ribbons. I love big hair ribbons in that style. It's very cute. I'm glad they included it. Yeah, that was that. And for this one, the shield art, I knew I wanted, like, me holding flowers. I wanted me holding flowers, and I wanted, like, to have my, like, hands out like that. Kind of like reaching out. It's like the idol pose. It's the idol pose. You guys know. Idols do that pose all the time. But also it's like reaching out and like being like, I'm here for you, you know? I felt like the golden field was very like emotional. It's kind of like a metaphor for just like, hey, welcome to the sanctuary. Like welcome to somewhere where you can relax, I guess. I was holding the flowers because it's the anniversary. I just thought it was very cute. Transparent. Here's the transparent! I want to zoom in on the outfits. It's so cute. Look how happy I am! I'm doing the whooper face! I'm doing that! That face! And I have like a hair ribbon, of course. I love how the skirt looks. Originally they were going to do a longer skirt, but I thought the short skirt looked really cute. It was more similar to like something I would wear IRL again. I thought the short skirt was like have a little short skirt. Little boots! They're so cute! I love the boots so much. Originally I thought I was just going to originally my plan was that I was going to have no shoes and it was just going to be blocked by the grass. But he ended up drawing shoes. Oh! Okay, we'll take them. I like shoes. So originally, in Shelter, she doesn't have shoes, from what I remember. In the original MV, she doesn't have shoes. She walks around like barefoot in like the grass, and she runs around. From my memory, at least. I was going to do that too, but she ended up giving me shoes. They're really cute boots. I love them very much. Very cute. Sorry, I'm eating a muffin. Ah! That reminds me! Management outed me! Management exposed me! Management exposed me on the award show! Okay, moving on from the covers, guys. Let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about yesterday. On the award show! They gave me the foodie award! And they said that they're like, you big back? And I was like, wow! The food tweets! I didn't expect it! Literally all of us in the... Because we were watching in VC together, chat. For reference. Like, all of us in SVP, the Infinium girls. We were watching in VC to watch together, but also because we were setting up for the collab and like... They had to drag us for our awards, like, into the VC. And so... When we were seeing that, they're like, oh my god, it's Serena. And I'm like, no, guys, please! And then we didn't expect the Vine booms! We didn't expect the 50 tweets! We didn't expect the like 50 different tweets! I was like, we were all laughing, crying, call. I think I literally said it on like the main broadcast. I was like, I'm still recovering from all the Vine booms because I didn't expect it. I really didn't expect them. I just like food, chat. I don't even eat that much. I have a really fast metabolism, but I don't eat much in one sitting. Especially when I'm with people. I don't like eating in front of people. I don't know what it is. It's just like I don't like the feeling of it. But, listen, chat. I like food, okay? Food is good. At least you guys know that I'm not starving, okay? And there are some days where I genuinely like hyper-focus so hard that I forget to eat for like a whole day. But like, listen, okay? At least just be happy that I am eating, okay? Know that I am healthy and I'm not hungry. But yeah, that award show was very fun. I liked it a lot. We didn't know they were going to do an award show until like a week or two ago. So we were very happy about it. We all felt very loved. We enjoyed it a lot. It was good content to start off the anniversary relay. It was very good. And then everyone's covers, of course. Always, everyone's covers are amazing. Polka's monitoring cover was so good. It made me feel very loved and cozy. Rina's Mind Conductor cover was amazing as always because it's Rina. And Perry's like Nightcore version of Angel Bashaka, and I was like, yes, the nostalgia! The nostalgia of Perry's Nightcore cover of like the Nightcore coming out like a year after. You know? And so it just made me very happy. Made me very happy. And then we had the collab. I don't really have much to say about the collab, to be honest, because, you know, I was there. I was able to talk during the collab, so I could say. It was very fun, though. I do want to do more Jackbox. And I do want to do more collabs with the girls now that we have, like, the first year's done. We want to collab more from everybody. The Whiplash from your emotional shelter to Perry's Angel Pashakan. I did debate asking Senbei to change the order of, like, the relay. Because I was going to be like, you're going to want mine last, or first, because everyone's going to be crying. But I didn't want to spoil it or say anything. Or, like, toot my own horn either, you know? Like, I made that storyboard to really convey all the emotion. It made sense that everyone's crying together in call. But it was kind of good that we, it kind of came earlier because everyone was crying, so... If we all had to go on stream while we were crying, I don't know if it would be okay. But yeah, I did debate asking to, like, put mine last just because I knew I storyboarded it for peak emotions, but... Yeah. I also just like collab in general was very fun. I don't really have much to say about the collab. It was just very fun. I love spending time with my girls, even if they're all yabai or silly or whatever. I just love spending time with them. I want more Jackbox with the girls. I want more collabs with the girls. More full gen stuff. More full gen stuff for sure. I wanna do more things with everybody in general. Like the year is over and we're done kind of like, I guess, establishing our individual brands, I guess. I want to do more stuff with everybody. It's very fun. I love my girls. I love my genmates so much. Genuinely couldn't have asked for better genmates in life. Anyways. There is one more thing that I wanted to do with you guys today. Right? I wanted to react to something. Alright guys, I am going to switch back over to gaming. And we're going to turn off the... Have you seen the community's PDF? Wait, what? Community's PDF? Wait. Someone put it in my general channel, please. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it is. Please put it in my general channel, like forward it so I can see it. I'll react to it. I'll react to it in a second. Actually, no, I'll react to it now. Let's react to it now. Someone send it. Someone put it in the general so I have it. Forward it to my general, please. The Serena is live. The Serena general, please. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Someone please put it. Like, forward it to the thing. I don't know where it is. Someone please put it. I would like to see it. Whatever you guys did. Ah! Okay, thank you! Thank you, Klempo! Let me download this. Let me download this. Hey! Okay. Hey! Flashbang, but how long is this? Oh my god, they're so long! Wait, okay. Live reaction from Serena Starstruck! If I dare to ask, please share us with your genmates too, the green heart work tons. Yes. Okay, let me forward this right now. General. At Talent. If you guys haven't put together for a hard on it! Exclamation mark colon D. I haven't self yet. Colon D. I haven't checking it out now live on stream. Colon 0. Okay, there you go. Don't read it all. The Freddle session is very long. Don't read it all on stream. Ah, okay. You didn't expect it to be read on stream either. It's more all you take a long time. Oh, okay. I'll try and read some, like, as much as I can of it, but I will try my best not to get all of it. I don't want this stream to be like 5 hours. Happy 1-year anniversary to the place brought us all together. Oh, are these individual messages from everybody? No! You guys! You guys! You guys! Right, it's at the end. Okay. Oh my god, all the little doodles! You guys! What the heck? You guys get like literally everybody! You guys really pull everyone together! I got the very ass message. Okay, I definitely. Oh my god, everyone! Ah! I love. Oh my god! Oh my god, Freddles! Oh, the tale of how you met the talents? I see. That's crazy. I will definitely recall this off stream. Thank you so much, guys. What the heck? What the flippity? I knew that you guys had something, but I didn't know what you guys had for us exactly. I didn't see a PDF. I didn't know like what it was. I was like really tired. I saw it after the collab, and we were in call for like 6 hours by then, and I was like dead tired, especially because I was the one hosting the collab. So I had to like set up everything because I was the one hosting the collab. I was very tired after the fact. So thank you guys. I'm definitely all of this. I'll read all of this after stream. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. All right. Anyways, let's react to a few things. I have 3 videos I want us to react to. I would react to covers, but like I don't want to get copyrighted. Copy. Good enough. Okay. That collab was wild. It was. The collab was crazy. I was like, oh my god, guys. I always forget how wild my genmates are. I always forget how wild my genmates are sometimes. I go, oh, we're doing this now. Fun. I love them all. I love all my genmates. They're all very sweet, and I love them very much. I would not change them for the world. Okay, we're pausing the VGM. The first thing I wanted to react to is actually my debut PV, my trailer that I commissioned in like 5 days because I was like, oh shoot, I should get one of these. Well, this was done in like 5 days, but this is the Serena Starstruck debut advertisement. Please come watch my debut, and this was put on like an ad, like and sent to like places. Okay, I will hit play now. I'm scared. I'm pretty sure this is like really cringe. I remember this being bad because I threw it together in like 2 seconds. It's only 15 seconds long. This is like our ad. The free BGM, no! Are you into idols and anime and music and VTubers and just anything? Well, then come to my debut on Serena Starstruck, Celebrate Productions, December 8th. Come on down! Oh my god, I remember now! Because I tried to do it like 50 different times. I tried to record it so many times, and I kept messing up. And I was like, you know what? This is alright enough. I'm just gonna take this. Like the me talking section. I was like, man, okay, whatever. I kept doing 50 different takes, and I couldn't get it right, and so I was like, yeah, we had that, and then pre-debut we had a few things. I had a few short covers that I did. We can watch the ones that don't have music. We can watch the ones that are like regular. This was my first thing posted ever on my channel. I thought it would be funny to make yabai jokes and then be wholesome. Nice clock. I thought it was funny to be like very meme lord and like I thought it'd be very funny to like do lots of memes and like be a little bit yabai at the start and like be very brain rotted and then like pull up and then like actually be very wholesome. I thought it'd be very funny to like do that. Yeah, I wanted to show off my clock because I'm a time traveler and like I feel like that's the part of like the lore that like a lot of people don't like. Obviously, when you look at me, you get idol, but unless you're looking at like my full body, you don't get really time traveler. Unless I like turn on like my like clock eyes like this. Yeah. Then after that, we had Meltdown because I felt like singing it, and then oh my god, I remember. Okay, chat for reference. Originally, I was going to do cover, regular short, so and so on. But then someone in the Discord had mentioned Lucky Star. And I was like, oh, well, look what I have for you. And I switched the order around. So someone had mentioned Lucky Star. And I was like, oh, well, you would not believe what I have. And then I made this come out the day after instead. Because it was supposed to come out 2 days after. But I made it come out like the day after that they mentioned it. I love Lucky Star. Lucky Star's very good. I like Lucky Star. And then this one was... A lot of these were like no voice because I wasn't really supposed to put my voice in a lot of things. And because people just like it when you wiggle your model around. People think it's cute. And so I was like, oh, okay, bet. I'll try and appeal to the algorithm. It's just me wiggling and being happy and then like changing some expressions. And then this one was like, POV, you tell me you aren't coming to my debut. I was like, how dare you? Speaking of, this was back when I didn't have my toggle. So this was back when my incomplete, this is my rig when it was incomplete. This is when I didn't have my toggle. I was like, oh, please add that. And so they did for debut.
You sent your nephew a present, right?
Advertisement. Ah, I can't watch this. Okay. Here. I think that was, oh, no. This! Oh my god, this. And then this was all the stuff that was pre-debut. This is... Okay, chat. This is the... This short started a whole thing that some of you guys still don't know the difference between a couch and a sofa. I'm here to tell you that there is a difference between a couch and a sofa. They are different. Modern English has merged them to basically be the same thing. They're not the same thing. A couch is for sitting on, for multiple people. It's longer. A couch is longer. It's meant for sitting. A sofa is shorter. And it's made for like laying on it. A sofa is meant, like shorter is meant for one person to lay on. A couch is meant for sitting and it's meant for like more people to sit on together. So it's usually how I count it is the amount of cushion on it. So like 2 or 1 is a sofa. 3 and 4 is like a couch. Or 3, 4, 5 is like a couch. But 3 is like a gray area kind of, I'd say. 3 could be either or. It just depends on like it depends on like how big it is, like each cushion. Hey everybody! Oh, okay. This is Hey chat! Do any of you remember my call and response? Do any of you guys remember this? I know it hasn't come up, but like, do you guys remember this one? This is my call and response guide. That's a love seat? A love seat is a type of sofa. Yeah, this is the final short that I released right before my debut so that I could do it during my debut. My final short, and then I had like 2 covers right before. But yeah, this is my last short that I've posted other than like music ones for debut because I want everyone to know. This is my call and response guide. Hey, do you want to learn my awesome, super cute, and cool idol call and response? Well, here it is. I'll go Seno, S-E-R-A, and you guys will go Serena Shining Bright today. Ready? Seno, S-E-R-A,
Serena Shining Bright today.
Yay! Yeah, that was it. I actually ended up pulling like a bunch of people at SVP. I pulled like one of the staff. I pulled Rena, Yuli, and Hook, I think. I said, can you just say Serena Shining Bright today? And they're like, okay. And I synced it. Yeah, that was that. That's my call and response. So if I ever have a 3D concert, guys, you guys better know it. You guys better know it, or else I will be sad. Yeah, that's the last of the shorts that I wanted. The other thing I posted pre-debut was everything else was songs, I think. Like covers. But that leaves the debut itself next. Guys, 37 minutes, guys. I'm gonna full screen it. Alright guys, let's watch this. I'm ready. I feel like I'm gonna cringe. I think I'm gonna cringe like really bad. I think I'm gonna cringe, chat. I have no clue. I haven't really rewatched this since like maybe a month after debut just because I wanted to see my audio levels. But yeah. It's debut time. If there's ever a live concert debut, it's gonna be like that Suisei concert. True! I love Suisei. I love Suisei. She is not my Oshi, but she is my, yeah. The new react to meta? No! This is just a tradition. On anniversaries, you rewatch your debut. Duh. screaming her catchphrase for 30 minutes straight? That's crazy. Sui-chan wa kyou mo kawaii! I love Sui-sei. She's so awesome. She's actually a really huge inspiration for me, by the way. Which is why I'm blue and I have the hair. Well, okay. Subconscious for my design, but yeah. Blue shooting star idol. Huh. Yeah, Sui-sei was a huge inspiration for me. She was my introduction. She was my introduction to VTubers. Oh. Cause I saw Ghost. Her original song Ghost. Yeah, that was my introduction to VTubers. Anyways, though. Anyways, let's watch debuts. We could yap for a little bit because let me turn this down. We could yap for a little bit just because there's waiting room time. I know I start during like the waiting screen, but like, you know, I'll know. I will know. Yeah, I know I sang 2 songs during debut. You won't mute those, just I know those. But what else did I do during debut? I think I sang like a vocal warm-up at some point, and then everyone was like, "Oh my god, you can sing so high." Little did you guys know, I can sing. I am a soprano 1. I'm a soprano 1. I can sing very high. I think I also taught to like Macross, I think at some point. I feel like I remember flipping a thing of Linman Man. The waiting room eyes are so cute, like big jelly beans. They are! I remember when I got this person to agree to work with me. I was super happy. I was super happy because I knew them because they were they did some things for Rainbow Company. And so I was very like excited when they agreed to work with me, and they were very sweet too. Very fun to work with, and they took what I wanted and like made it super well. Yeah, Chad, this is still the same waiting room I still use. I still use my Lost in Time piano instrumental. I still use the Lost in Time piano instrumental, and I still use this screen for my waiting room. I don't use it for my ending screen anymore. But I don't use the same ending screen anymore. But I do still use like this one. This one's very cute and I love this one a lot. It's so squishy. It was actually, is this still Discord banner? No, it's not. But it used to be my Discord banner, like profile picture for a while too. Yeah, we don't change great things. We don't. Even if it's like a little bit too sad and graceful for my kind of bubbly personality, I guess. I'm very energetic, I feel like, and so this isn't very like my vibes, but like I think it's very cute regardless. It's very good. How long do I have this up for? Did someone timestamp? I don't feel like waiting. Oh yes. Hi Brandon, thank you for the timestamp.
Oh god. It's already time already. I'm about to debut. How did I even get here? What did I do to deserve this?
Place in 15, Sarah.
Okay. I'm so nervous. Oh god. Oh my god, my heart's beating so fast.
This is legit, by the way, chat. This is legit.
How do I calm down?
I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, chat. For reference, for debut, we did have a script, but it wasn't like a script. It was like an outline, more like. So I had like key points that I wanted to talk about, and I would like follow the script like that. And I would have like specific phrases that I definitely wanted to say and like not say. And so for this, and also, I will say, chat, a lot of the girls pre-recorded sections of their debuts. A lot of people pre-recorded things. I did everything live because I was lazy and didn't want to record anything. I thought the pressure would add to my acting. So none of my debut is pre-recorded. The only pre-recorded bits were like the cameos from like Miriam, like giving us voice lines, management. That was the only thing. I'll just play it. But I had like everything set up so I could like hit buttons live and it would like all and what. But yeah, everything was live for me. Some of the others pre-recorded like a lot of their debuts. This is like live segment. All of this is live for me. I was the only one who sung live. I was like, wait, you guys aren't singing live? You guys recorded it? And so I was like, I sing live! Yeah, That's why I was sincere. It was real. Yeah. Okay, I will say I wasn't actually fully nervous, but this was like, it was in the script to be like nervous, you know? It was like in the script that like I was nervous, and I was like, the entire concept of the debut was that like I'm an idol about to do my debut concert, and I'm nervous for it, you know? Like I'm nervous. I'm backstage. I'm nervous. You know? And so that was the premise, and I did this because I knew if I did end up actually being nervous, I'd still be fine because the point was that I was supposed to be nervous. Yeah. And on top of that, well, okay, to be fair, I don't really get nervous per se. I just kind of have like this feeling sink in. Not really nervous per se, but it's like locking in, I guess. This feeling of like it's happening. It's go time. Let's go. You know. I don't get nervous for like performing very often. Yeah. Everyone in like the call was very nervous, and I was like, I'm a little nervous, I guess. And honestly, I was just nervous because everyone else was nervous, and I was bouncing the energy. But anyways, that's the
I need to calm down somehow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh God. I'll.
Can you try to remember my lines?
Vocal warm up.
Honestly, chat, to be
Yeah,
honest,
let's do.
a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, she's so awkward and cute." That's just how I am normally. I feel like I go very like when I talk, I go like and I like stutter a lot because I think slower than I can talk because I grew up in a very fast talking area, so I talk very fast. I feel unless I'm specifically slowing down to like, emphasize my words, but like usually I talk pretty fast. I feel like. And so, a lot of the time, I speak faster than I can think. Because I'm a little smooth brain, chat. I'm whooper brain. So I talk way too fast. And actually, when I was recording the lines for the PV fun fact chat, when I was recording the lines for the debut PV, hold on. Actually, I can pull it up. Hold on. Bro. The debut PV, when we had our lines in it. No advertisements! Bad! This is the ad that went everywhere. This is the ad that like went crazy everywhere.
Watch out! Forecast calls for total and utter global warming.
I remember us bullying Perry for hers being so long. Hers is so long. Good teaser for that one.
For dinner yet? Nice to meet you.
You're starting to feel sleepy. Oh, so very sleepy. Could it be? Why, it's real. Like into your dreams! That smells good. Can I have a bite?
Strawberries?
Yes, I do remember all the. Yes, I do remember all of these chats.
Never underestimate the cunning
Of a pirate. Or a tiger, for that matter.
Captain Girl Galley, embodiment of chaos and ruler of the 7.5 seas. They say that slow and steady always
Wins the race.
Genius
Being a stale scientist. Let me like it.
Will you join me for world domination?
Ugh,
You're so miserable. Let's see if we can fix that. Toka-kun, I will be your clarity.
It's my time to shine. Newbie star idol Serena Starstruck here. I'll shoot for your heart and be all that you see.
Yeah, that was it. When I recorded that, right? Management made me record those lines several times because I kept saying it too fast. They're like, Serena, you're talking way too fast. And I'm like, I can't help it. It's in my blood. Yeah, I had to re-record that so many times because they're like, it's too fast still. Serena, it's still too fast. Slow down, Serena, it's still too fast. Yeah, when I talk about how like I talk really fast, and I stutter a lot, and I stumble over my words, and I have to like re-say things, it's because I talk too fast. Sorry, I can't think. I think too slow for my own good. I talk too fast for my thoughts to keep up. Yeah, that's a yeah. I just forgot that was like a thing, like on the official channel. See too. Oh, hi Komiko, thank you so much. debut right now. Alright, anyways. Let's see what I have next, I guess.
That. Let me just.
Serena Brain speaks about space. It's
I'm
true!
gonna drag my keyboard.
Oh yeah,
here.
originally this wasn't supposed to be in the debut,
Yeah,
but I needed more time.
It's okay.
Because I was way too fast, and they're like, try doing a vocal warm-up, and I was like, oh, okay, bet. I can do a vocal warm-up.
Here we go.
So I looked one up online, and I just like hit play on. This is just like choir class. You just like switch like different. You do it like this. You just switch to different like vowels and like syllables. Yeah. So, like make sure you like warm up your entire mouth. They make you say a lot of different like weird things. I remember chat being like, how high is she going to go? Well, you can find it. Chat replay. I remember everyone going like, how high is she going? You've got to stop eventually. You've got to stop eventually. Or at least the watch-alongs. We had the official debut watch-alongs. We had those. Like everyone was like, you have to stop eventually. Okay, there we go. Also, fun fact, chat, I didn't know when it was gonna stop. I always lost track, so I was really grateful that I got it that time.
Feeling a bit better now. Yeah. Oh God, you always say like some of the craziest things, you know?
And then I
Doing vocal
make the
warm-ups, you're always
craziest connection
warm up your
here.
entire mouth, and so you say all these kinds of crazy things, and so you never really know what kind of things to say, and so you just say random syllables like z z z z za 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 pa 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 pi 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 pi, and you know that kind of reminds me of this character.
The craziest stretch ever.
Oh, I remember.
Niche interest right
This
here.
character from one of my favorite games to play when I'm bored. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. I really love that game a lot. A lot of the characters
So
are so
they had
silly
told
and
us
so
because
cute.
they're like the
And
debut
some
meta
of
now
them are
isn't
really
like the
annoying sometimes,
slideshows.
but,
That's
you
for
know,
like debut 2.0.
I think it's awesome.
The slideshow,
And I
you have to
also
like incorporate
really
the information.
I really love it when they, you know, you can tell that the writers had fun with something, you know?
They
And so
had like
I really enjoy it.
They're
And,
basically explaining
you know,
like
the
the
game's also-
slideshows
the
isn't like a
game
thing
itself's
anymore.
also
That's not
really
like the
fun.
debut meta.
The
Nowadays you do
Tetris
like
and
skits
Puyo.
and
I
stuff.
really like playing Puyo.
And then
But
the next
honestly,
time,
I really love
like the debut
playing
2.0
the-
is for slides.
you know, I like playing both of them.
It's not League.
But you know, it's
I need to pause. I need to pause for this chat. Hold on. I need to talk about this. They told me don't play League for your first month because you're not like crazy high rank, so it's not entertaining, and people don't want to watch it unless you're like super high rank. So don't play League for your first month. And originally, I was going to stick by that. I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to hide that I'm a League player. It'll be fine. I'm not going to talk about League. I'll mention it maybe once in the 2.0, and that's it. And then, you know what happened? Lemmy, in her debut, exposed me as a League player. And so it didn't even matter. Even though she was the one who told me. She was the one who told me, like, for Algo, you don't want to play League for your first month. And to be fair, I did basically stick by it because I scheduled everything already. The only thing is I did a Gorilla first week of League because I wanted to stream. But for the rest of the first month, I didn't actually play League on stream. I did like a bit where I played League. It wasn't like a League stream. It was like an ASMR, except I actually played League. Or quote, it was a satire ASMR. That's what it was. But yeah, they told me not to play League for the whole first month. And to be fair, look at me now. Most of the Starbrights are League players. But yeah, anyways.
To play with. Online, it's like kind of crazy. You're sitting in queue for hours and hours.
I
and
ramble.
hours, only to get like some crazy.
Because I had to
good
fill
Tetris
time.
player who's dropping the blocks. Like
If it were up to me, I would have talked. I would just done a slideshow and then sang, and that was it. But I had to do a skit, and I was like, I don't know.
Okay, let's, I need to calm down. Let's.
And then I go, let's look around the room.
The room. Yeah, let's go this way.
Notice how I like elongate everything to try and like make sure you have time.
Oh, I know what this is. This is the concert poster that they're plastering all over town. Oh God, I can't believe it. My name on a poster? Isn't that kind of crazy?
No, it's not that crazy.
It's I mean, it's a poster with me and my face and my name and everything. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's a graphic I threw together last second, by the way. I didn't know. I was like, I don't know how to graphic design. I probably could have asked someone to help me, but you know.
Oh, Serena Starstruck. That's me. I'm Serena Starstruck. I'm a super cute idol, and the logo in the
self-proclaimed.
bottom corner over there is SPP. That's my company. That's my agency. They're helping me. They give me money, so you should totally support them.
That is not a joke. You should make on debut, Serena.
Cool, idol.
I'll make the joke now, but I don't know about the
hit
debut.
single, Lost in Time tonight. Super cool.
Oh my God, I'm just so awkward.
So cool. Oh
I'm still
God,
so
I really love
awkward,
this
but
song
you know.
so much. Really, Kagami.
Oh, we talked about Lost in
helped
Time.
So much.
Lori! I love her. She's
With
awesome.
composing the song, and like doing everything, and like she's so cool, and I really sent her I've sent her a lot of references for the song.
Also, chat, by the
I
way,
didn't
I was
really
supposed to.
What?
I'm gonna pause real quick to talk about this. I was supposed to follow the bit of like I'm talking to myself this entire segment. The entire bit was I was supposed to be talking to myself, but then I ended up accidentally, because I was just yapping, I accidentally slipped and ended up talking like you guys were listening. Like I knew that you guys were listening. It was that I was talking to myself the entire time that you guys weren't supposed to hear. So later on, it doesn't really make sense.
To really give or expect going in, I really just had like a vocal line and then a few references. And like, the first reference was Macross.
Yeah,
I
there's
love
some Macross
so
mentioned.
much. It's so awesome. I mean,
I love Macross.
well, for those of you who haven't heard of it, it's idols in space. Space opera with mechs. Mechs. I'm telling you, many mechs. And intergalactic space war, and it's so cool. And
I
there's
love
really bad
Macross.
love triangles, and it's just.
I really like
It's really
Macross,
good.
chat. I really like
check it
Macross.
out. It's really awesome. It's not really popular in the West, but I really love it so much. And there was a second reference that I sent, and it was Yusei Kira, or people just know him as Kira mostly. But he's really awesome.
You guys learned just how much I love
music,
Kira
if
recently.
I could sum it up
With the
in
English
one
Vocaloid
word,
karaoke.
would be girl boss. Or maybe like girl boss, or maybe empowerment. Yeah, empowerment. Yeah. All of his songs are very they're very EDM-y and very empowering.
Original Macross watch
They're
along
about,
Disca.
like,
Oh,
they're
I would love
about
to. I
things
would love
like,
to. Maybe in the future.
Like, just kind of confidence in yourself.
I
and
love
whatnot. I
Macross.
think that really helps me out sometimes. But now that I think about it, if it weren't
Mainly
for
the music though and
Vocaloid,
Delta.
I don't know if I'd be.
Oh yeah, Vocaloid
where I
mentioned
am
because
right
I can't
now.
survive without Vocaloid,
Vocaloid
guys.
was kind of my hard bridge into anime. Now that I think about it, I discovered
Vocaloid
Vocaloid
was,
through Just Dance, and so I really love it.
Yeah, Vocaloid.
And
I could survive maybe
I
trying
love-
without
I really
League,
love, like, the
but
way, like, it
Vocaloid, I
sounds.
was like,
know
no,
a lot
I
of people
can't.
Really don't
It's like my entire
um,
personality.
People really don't like Vocaloid sometimes because they hate the robotic sound, but I personally really like it. And I honestly really like all of the impressive things that they do because, it's just awesome.
Yes,
And I
the
really love it
resurgence
so
of
much.
Vocaloid
It's just-
recently. It's
I
so
always challenge
nice.
myself to try and hit all the high notes that Miku hits.
The resurgence of Vocaloid popularities.
But you
It's
know,
coming back, and I'm so
I
happy
would
about
have
it.
found Vocaloid if it weren't for
You did survive one big
music.
Eek
or,
ban
the
from your.
performing arts in
True.
general.
I don't like talk about
probably
performing arts.
I probably wouldn't be here, actually performing if it weren't for performing arts. I really love singing and dancing and everything, and I used to do orchestra when I was younger. But overall, I think a lot of my friends and like a lot of the things that I learned as like a person came from people that I
I did
met
do
between
orchestra,
the
yes, I used to play
choir
the
and
violin.
theater and everything really. So I'm really
I used to do
grateful for
violin.
all of
I
those
stuck with it for
experience, all
like
the field trips
2
and everything
longer
I used to
years
go
than
on
I
back
wanted
when
to
was in
because
school.
I wasn't brave enough to tell my.
Honestly, I think it was because of
my
the
director
orchestra
that I wanted to
really,
quit.
and choir that I really.
He tried to
learned
talk
how
me out of it, and I was
you know,
too scared of confrontation,
sing
so I
properly,
stayed
sing
for
a
like
good
2
pitch.
extra years. I didn't
And,
want to play violin.
Well, I guess just Learn how to sing good. Yeah, I learned all my solfege and my quarter notes and all of that. Man.
Could I not have said something more advanced than my solfege and my quarter notes? I know music. Okay, I don't know music theory. I learned basic, very, very basic music theory. I took a music theory class. How could did I not think of anything more advanced to say than quarter note and solfege? Excuse me? Did I not say like syncopation? Or like 16th notes? Or like anything that's like more complicated than quarter note and solfege? Quarter notes are hard, man, I guess so. You and I bop, 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 and there's 4 in a measure. Crazy. 4 times integer. In 4 times integer, there's 4 in a measure.
Man, now I'm singing in front of this whole crowd and oh my god, I'm nervous again. Okay, let's stop thinking about the concert. Like right now. Let's just head over here.
It's the girlies!
It's my poster of all of the Infidium girls. Oh my gosh. I love them all so much. I love them all so very
I'm curious
much.
what I'm gonna say about them now than versus what I say now.
I'm really enjoying all of their reviews. And it's gonna be so great. And well, let's just think about each of them because they all deserve their own time. Oh, Yui is so cute. I love Yui so much, and she's so pretty. And and like her cake that she made, honestly, it looked so good. I wanted to eat it. Maybe one day I can ask her to make me a cake, you know?
I still gotta get her to make me a cake.
And Lemmy! Oh my god. Snailbert was so cute. I love Snailbert so much. And Lemmy is honestly so cute too. And she's
I remember when I asked Lemmy something that happened in her debut.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I was like, Lemmy, what happened to your debut for me to mention on my debut?
Oh.
And she said Snailbert. And that was it. And I was like, okay,
She lives
Snailbert.
in a box, right? Or does she still live in a box? I really hope she hasn't found... I really hope she's found somewhere to live by now. Living on the streets
Oh,
is
yeah,
really
Nana
cool
being
and,
homeless. Her
I
debut.
just hope she doesn't catch a cold if she does. Who else? Oh, Galmi! Galmi is so cool! I love Galmi so much. And she's so cool, and she has, like, her hat and her coat are alive, right?
That was something that Galmi told me. She was
Cool.
like, oh yeah, my hat and coat are alive. That's cool. And I was like, oh, okay.
And Perry! Oh my god, Perry's disguise is so funny. I mean, who goes around wearing such funny things like a trash can and whatever mustache glasses? And I'm gonna ignore the mass murder that happened. Oh, and when Rina sang Tensino Clover, I love that song so much.
I do!
Honestly, Puro Sekai is one of
Fun
my favorite
fact
games of all time.
When Rina asked
When
what
she
song
sang
to
that
sing,
song, it made me
she
so,
gave like
so
several
happy.
options, and I said Tenchito Clover, and she said okay.
Oh, and last but not least,
I helped her choose that.
Toka-sama! Oh my god, I love Toka-sama so much, but
Oh, I did not commit to calling
actually,
Toka-sama.
I actually have a...
I was going to commit to a bit of calling Toka-sama for a while, and I kind of forgot about it at some point. I just like slipped out of it. She's just Toka. She's. I'm sorry, chat. She gives very graceful goddess like vibes, but then Then I realized she was just a lovable dork, and so I was like, I can't call her Toka-sama. Toka.
separate picture for her if you just follow me over here.
Oh, the weird. It looks so bad. What are these effects over here?
Toka-sama really
Management told me to put the sparkle effect on it because to
really
show
rough
that like my
situation.
bond of Toka is special.
I won't really get
But
into
then
it.
the
It's kind of a long story.
there's no
but,
sparkly
basically,
gifts for
Toka
sparkles
really just
that like
helped me out
we're
so
good at
much.
transparency.
She-
So I had
she
to like
made
filter
me-
it like
she,
this.
She made me kind of believe in myself when I kind of knew I couldn't, and I just love her so much. But yeah,
It's true. Toka did talk to me and encourage me a
I
lot.
really appreciate
will say,
everything
Toka
that
helped
she's
me a
done
lot.
for me. She's helped me so much.
She was very
I can't
nice to me.
thank her
She was like the
enough.
first person I
And-
talked to just as we were
wait,
put together as siblings.
what's up here? Oh my gosh! gosh, it's me in the mirror.
Oh, this is the model showcase.
It's me. Oh my gosh, I look so cute. Honestly, I gotta give a huge thank you to Lizzie Mama for helping me out.
And it's me
with
thanking
hair,
his mom in the
makeup, and
hair.
costumes. Honestly, being a one-person show for that kind of thing is so awesome. Honestly, let me just admire my outfit real quick. Okay, first off, look at my hair. It's so nice and long and pretty and colorful. And if I look over here, look at my skirt. My skirt is so cute and poofy. I love it so much. It's awesome. I mean, Lizzie really helped me make it so cute. And all my handcuffs, or my wrist cuffs, and my painted nails. And oh, look at my socks. They're so
I love my socks.
cute.
They're so cute.
I love them so much. I mean, I love the asymmetry. The one sock, I mean, it's so cute, isn't it? Oh, and
It
of
is.
course,
I love
my
asymmetry.
cute boot heels.
This is true.
Heel booties? I think that's what they're called. Yeah, booties. And they're so cute, and I love them so much. And honestly, they're really cool. And I don't know how I'm gonna dance in them, but it's probably fine. Yeah. Anyways, let's look back over here. And yeah, that's me. I'm so cute. And honestly, I also gotta really thank.
I didn't know how to do this
thank
in an immersion
Karen
way,
as
so I
well.
said that
Because, you know,
the rigger's like
I
the
know someone carry
choreographer.
themselves in such a specific way, and they know how to dance so well. And honestly, Taylor
I
really
said
helped
the
me
rigger
master
was the
that kind of
choreographer
idol
because that was
posture,
the
you know?
easiest way to.
It's so hard to like. It's so
Immersion,
hard to capture the way
I guess,
idols
you know?
move and carry themselves, but I think he really helped me out with that.
I wanted to shout everyone
Alright.
out, but I didn't know how to do it in like an immersion kind of way.
Let's
No?
see. What
Because the part
else?
where they,
I
because for
mean,
the most part I kept
I'm pretty
immersion.
cute and all. And
Up until the very end
I-
where I said
I
that
think
stream would
I think
redirect, you know?
this is giving me the confidence to be ready. So yeah, let's do this.
Serena on in 3.
Oh my god, it's time.
It's time to go. Coming. All right. Here we go. Let's make some magic. Yeah.
Oh my god, this bit.
Well, it's so dark back here. I can barely see where I'm going. Okay. I should probably.
There wasn't originally going to be
stop
doodles here.
Talking.
They asked me to draw something because it's just a black screen. They said it was boring.
My
They said
micro
draw
device
something,
and-
Serena, and I said I don't know how to draw. And I said do it, and I said
I
okay.
got this. I've got this. This is it.
I still don't know how to
I've
draw,
got this.
chat, by the
I'm
way.
super cute,
I'm still very bad at
amazing,
drawing.
And I've got this, and yeah, and wait, my mic was live this whole time. No, oh god, okay, only hear me this whole time.
Yeah, okay, so the whole bit, chat, was that backstage here? I wasn't supposed to, I didn't know my mic was on. Or no, I didn't know my mic was on the entire debut. That was the bit. The bit was that I didn't know you guys were listening. But then the mic was on the entire time I was back there. And I didn't realize. And no one told me. That was the storyline, was that this entire bit in the dressing room, you guys weren't supposed to hear that because I was talking to myself. But apparently you guys heard it the entire time. And that was like the whole bit here. That was it. That was the bit that I wrote.
Okay, it's okay. Calm down. It's okay. Okay. Right. It's time for me to sing. Right. Okay, I'm gonna sing. It's gonna be great. And yeah.
You can hear my mouse clicking.
Let's do this. All right.
Me pulling up the instrument. You can hear my mouse clicking! Ah!
を生きる君そんな不可思議な出会い僕の時代には今こんなものがあってこんなドレスのせるよ文字に込めた伝え合ううちにいつしか芽生えたロマンス
I will say, chat, originally when I started this song, I had planned to intentionally start it sounding nervous and then like actually try after that. You can hear in the first like 2 lines, I do sound nervous and then like it suddenly goes away. It's because I wanted to like do that. Because originally I was supposed to like not... Originally the thought was like, I'm nervous and then as soon as I start singing, I get into it, you know? But I will say, chat, originally in my debut, I wasn't supposed to sing. I wasn't supposed to sing because I wanted to avoid copyright. And because it was supposed to be like less engaging or something like that. But then I was like, I'm an idol, I should sing in my debut. And so I told management like, I want to sing a song. And they said, okay. And so I learned this song last second. I knew this song, but like the thing is, most of the songs I wanted to sing were too long. So I chose this one because it was short, it was USOB, so I could learn it fast. So I learned this in like 2 days before the debut. And then, in my final rehearsal, or second to final rehearsal before debut, they were like, Serena, your debut is still too short. Can you sing another song? And so I threw another song in last second, and I was like, oh shoot! So the last song, the next song after this is also not supposed to be in here, but it was added last second. I learned this in 2 days, and I was like, this song is hard. But I guess it sounds like I'm messing up because I'm nervous. So it works out. Because I was, you know, I'm supposed to be a newbie star idol, you know? Well, it made sense. Good thing you've challenged yourself. Range is wild. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been singing for a long time, so I've had time to work on my range a lot.
So many people out there.
This is me looking. Okay, chat. I will say, this is when it was around this time, I think, that I looked in the chat. And I saw ERB from Hololive, and I was like, what? I looked, and I was like, why is ERB here? I was like, why is ERB here? Why is Kaela here? I was like freaking out. And that's why I was like, oh my god, there's so many people! Because the chat was going so fast. I was like, there's like, I forget what the number was, but it like peaked at like 900 on one of our debuts. That was crazy.
How are you doing tonight? Are we doing well?
And we're freaking
I'm so
out.
excited to be here in front of all
Yeah, we saw like ERB and like Kaela, and I was like,
showing up, supporting me and all the other girls.
yeah, it was kind of wild.
You know, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody on the staff for really helping me out and setting this concert up and making this dream come true. You know,
Gotta thank the
I
staff,
can't
gotta
really
thank the
go to
staff.
this, and so it's kind of difficult when you only have like the clothes, like, not even the clothes on your back sometimes. And you know, it's just
Putting in
it's just
time
really
travel
hard.
allure that no one
You know,
followed.
sometimes the currency is
Because the
different in different
SVP
universes, you know? And so
The
you gotta-
SVP
yeah,
lore that we followed, but like no one actually enforced, so no one actually knows the true SVP lore. The SVP lore is that Senbei and management were in the Stellarverse, and they were like, yo, the Stellarverse is being taken over by this depression disease, and we need to bring people to make the depression stop. And so they isekai'd all of us. That's the SVP lore. That's the Stellarverse Productions lore. And like, no one, basically, I was the only one who super leaned into it. So basically, no one actually knows it, but that's the lore, guys. That's the lore is that we got isekai'd by Senbei. Because he wanted idols to make depression less. That's it. That's why, like, in my original song, when I'm like, there's an SOS that I have found, a chance to save another realm, it's because Senbei calls us to save the Stellarverse from depression.
it's hard. So I want to thank all
This is
of
me
them for
leading into like the
helping
time
so
traveler
much,
lore of like I came
because
from
I
another
basically did
universe.
nothing,
Haha.
and they made me something.
But also that was also my way of talking about like indirectly talking about like what I talked about earlier of just like I had like nothing coming into SVP. Legitimately. I had like literally nothing, basically. I had like you know? Yeah, that was like that was my also way of like saying like I literally came from nowhere. I basically had nothing. I had like literally nothing before SVP. I was just like a dude, and they were like, "Hello, homeless child online. Come this way. You will now be idle." And I said, "Okay." But yeah. Anyways,
Okay, well, they really helped my dream of being an idol come true. And so, if you don't
we have
mind,
10 minutes left.
I'd like for another dream to come true, if that's okay. You know, if
The call and
if
response.
you guys don't mind, I'm gonna teach you guys my call and response, okay?
It is. It's the
alright,
call and
you guys?
response.
So basically, what I'll do is I'll go Seno
That look.
S-E-R-A.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you guys will go Serena
I've been
shining
filled-
bright today. Is that sound okay?
Oh my god, the way some of these people, I
You
still
guys?
recognize some of
Does
these people.
Does that seem okay? You got that?
I still recognize some of these people
All right. I'm gonna
that are
go.
still in chat
Ready?
today. That's kind of crazy.
Ready? Ready? Okay. Seno S-E-R-A.
Serena shining bright today! Yatta!
Wow!
I had to
Thank you,
pretend
guys.
because the thing is chat delay. I hadn't figured out,
Alright.
or I
Well
forgot to set the latency lower. So chat was super delayed. I was like, whoopsies. Yeah,
Pretty cool. But I think we can get it a little louder.
they all came super
So,
late after I would
If
see it.
we can do this one more
Like by the time I said it
Oh,
now, I was seeing the first
Ready?
star brights.
Seno
The shining bright today.
S-E-R-A.
H-Town.
Serena shining bright today! Yatta! Thank you guys all so much!
Yeah, I forgot to.
Oh my god, is this what having fans is like? This is pretty crazy. Wow,
I
everybody
forgot-
out there, you're all so cool.
I forgot to
Making
set the
my face back and
latency
forth,
on the
right?
stream. Ultra low.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
yeah.
I love
Lane
you
was
guys
very
so
bad.
Much. Thank you so much for coming. All right. I should probably say some sort of like cute and cool like idol catchphrase or something.
Oh
like
no!
that,
I forgot about this part!
right? I guess I can do that.
I forgot about this! No!
Right. Okay. The clock's ticking, so let's shoot for the stars. I'll captivate
I
your
messed
heart
up the
in eye to
words!
see. My name is Serena Starstruck, or just Sarah for short. I'm a newbie idol, and I'm gonna make your brain rot more than a zombie. Wait, that's kind of weird, isn't that? I don't really.
I tried to think of
really
something
know.
awkward to say, and I could transition to the song.
I don't really. I'm just gonna sing my second song, okay? Okay.
Ah,
Are
it's
you
so
all cool with that?
cringe!
Okay.
I thought of something awkward to say on purpose.
Let's do this.
But that was like the very beta version of my intro. Ah! I love this song so much. I will still sing. I want to sing this again when I have 3D. Official band name drop, no! I think it was. It ended up being kind of charming, I guess, the awkwardness. Yeah, I want to sing this again one day when I'm in 3D. I want to sing this again in 3D because I feel like the meaning of the song really means a lot to me. I think I mentioned that later too. Meaning of the song is Okay, I still remember the dance to this song too. Hi, 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 하잖아. 따래. is a great 3D debut concert piece, I feel like. This is definitely what I want to do in them. I remember the dance to this song! Oh my god, the nostalgia. I love this song so much. Especially because, the voice actress, I remember when she performed their first time live, she actually cried while she was singing the song live. When she was performing it. Than the other one, because this one was one I had in my back pocket. This is something I already knew, so it was a lot easier to sing it than like Romance, which I learned like 2 days before. And this one sounds a bit more practice, right? Yeah. Than the other one, I'd say. Hi. Oh, there you go. Okay. You're guys not gonna fill the silence? Not me forgetting the hi. That was a reference to Snow Halation. Oh yeah, and then I teared up here. I purposefully did tear. I did tear up like a little bit as a reference here to the original Seiyu when she cried for singing this for the first time. But then I also started crying a little bit too. I also started crying genuinely a little bit during that. The original Seiyu does cry when she there's a video of it online when she like starts tearing up at the first time like she performs this live because it's their first live, and it's really emotional because the meaning of the song is like also very like it's understandable why she would cry while singing that part, because the bridge is basically about like thank you for supporting me. You've all done so much for me, and now I want to do something for you now. You know, that kind of thing. Ooh! Thank you so much, everybody! Oh my god. I want you all to make sure you look up the meaning of that song. That song is called You Song, and I selected it for a reason. Please go check out the meaning. Yes, I did select it for a reason. Okay? Yes, I did just talk about that. I want to make sure that I give proper shout-outs. Oh, and thank you to staff. Yep. But unfortunately, I don't have time for that today. So I want to make sure. And we redirected 2.0 because we're good at shilling. We're doing 2.0 tomorrow, okay? We're going to talk about all of the staff that helped me behind the scenes. We're going to talk about me a little bit more so you get to know me. And not Kaz. Not the Kaz. Kaz in chat. Kaz in chat spotted. Oh my gosh, it's almost time. Binfeld spotted. Fredo spotted. Hato spotted. Achilles spotted. Finale spotted. Response before we leave. Is that okay, guys? Are you okay with that? Remember. Who else is here? Navi's there! Navi's And then you guys go. Serena today. Alright? You got it? Walkers! Alright, guys. Let's do it. Staring at chat. It's like who's still here? S-E-R-A. Serena shining bright today! Thank you guys all so much for coming. Wish I wasn't a lurker back then? Nah. Oh, Lucille's spotting! Without further ado. I just like see. Oh, there, over there. Original song. Oh, Mel's there. You'll be redirected there shortly. Okay? Kevin's there. All right. Oh god, it's going so fast now. It's going faster now. I can't read all this. Oh yeah, and there's the. Oh my god, our first sketch. Half of these things aren't even things I ended up doing. Actually, all of these things are things. first week or first like month even was just things I knew I wouldn't do, but things that I knew are popular and easy. Like Muse Dash is a rhythm game. I'm good at rhythm games, but I'm not good at Muse Dash. That was my first time playing Muse Dash. Web fishing, I don't play web fishing, but it was good for Zatsuing and it was popular back then. That was like one of my best streams, I think. Then they talked about like doing these presentation streams, and I'm just like, that's not for me. I can't do like slideshows very often. Slideshow streams is not for me because I always procrastinate to do the slideshow last second. I don't know. They end up somehow short. The karaoke is a regular thing. That's fine. And same with the collab. That's fine. Satire ASMR. I was told you can't play League first week, and I said, okay, let me do something that I think would be funny to do once that people like. What's popular? Satire ASMR. And so I did I played League on stream, but I didn't actually play it on stream. I put it on like a really tiny screen. And then I did Minecraft because Minecraft's always just good. Hot Pod Min-Max Guide was great. Yes! It's because I'm passionate about it. But there's only so many things I'm passionate about that I can only talk about so much. Yeah. I can't make whole streams out of like little things that I know about, you know? Yeah, that was my schedule for I here for some. Okay. Yeah, that was yeah. Everyone thought I was going to be an ASMR artist. Everyone thought I was going to be an ASMR artist. I'm like the one person at SPP who has never done ASMR though. I can't do ASMR. I hate ASMR actually. I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels in my ears unless it's just... I don't like when they whisper in my ears and I don't want to do that. Still rewatch that clip with the cave and the Enderman? No! No! I literally know which one you're talking about too. It's the Enderman incident. Hold on, I can find it. It's right here. I remember because I asked someone to clip it for me. I'm going back into the hole. Farewell.
Okay, have fun in your hole.
I'm your first guest in the house. Whoa, there's an Endy boy! There's an Endy boy! There's an Endy boy! Take his ball! There's an Endy boy! Yeah! Wait, what? Ah! Oh god, wait, that's a lot of damage! Wait, that's a lot of damage! Wait!
Where is he?
I don't know, he's screaming in my ears.
Enderman?
Wait, I hear him. I just heard him die.
Suffocating in a wall?
Oh. Wait, I hear him over there. I'm going... Yeah! That one. Idol versus Enderman. Spoiler alert. She didn't win. Yeah, I like that clip live. I like it was peak content. I feel like the editing made it better too. Anyways, chat, after our debut, you know what we had, chat? After our debut, had Lost in Time. Are you guys ready? For Lost in... Well, okay, I don't know why I'm acting like I haven't listened to this. I've listened to this, guys. I've listened to Lost in Time a bit. I've watched the MV. I know. But, you know. Talk about it. I haven't actually watched the MV, though. I mainly, like, listened to it. Or I haven't listened to it, even. I don't listen to my own song, usually. It's very weird. I don't listen to my own song very often. I just listen to it enough to know how to sing it. Lost in Time!
What time is it? I've got no clue. I know exactly how and what to do.
Why am I singing it like that? Oh, this is kind of forced my rage. Lost in a tunnel scene.
You're gone, but I can get you back. Just gotta keep my head on track. My life is full of purpose and life, and that purpose is to take back your life. What kind of hell did I put myself in? I've lost myself in every direction. I've got no better place to be. The time is now, yet I can see.
Down. Oh my god. This song really blew me away. I was like, why are the production value so high? Because Senbei is insane. That's why. Senbei is insane. That's why. He dumped all of this into debut just to like, on a gamble basically. Oh my god, I love this part so much. The art is so cool here. Look at all the folds of the outfit. The fake guitar. Yeah, Senbei Blue is saving on the fire effects, guys. This screen as well. This one's really cool. I like this one. No way, that's us from the Stellarverse. Also, I need to point out. Hold on, I need to point out something right here. Right here, hold on, 1 second. It's not mirror chat. So when I'm reading this, right? This should be mirrored our way since it's translucent and you would read it from through here, right? So I'm reading this backwards. This is facing the wrong way. This is facing the camera. In order for me over here to be reading this, right? This has to be reversed. Yeah. That was something I noticed and I was like, oh, well, okay. I love that I added a little ad-lib at the end. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hold on, let me sing over it. Let me sing along with it so you guys can hear it. Or you can probably hear it better. I put ad-libs on it. Hold on. I put ad-libs over the original chorus that weren't there before. Let me see my main mic and pick it. Yeah, I did that. That wasn't originally in it. I added that and it sounded really cool to put like as a layer over. Can you guys hear it? It's very quiet. I thought the layers really added to it a lot. And the Honeyworks moment. I love Honeyworks. I was like, here's Honeyworks, hello. Make it Honeyworks at the end somehow. Oh my, I'm still... Everybody. I'm still so mad at that. I accepted it. I was like, okay, in the harmony I sing it as everybody, so it should be fine. And the harmonies ended up super quiet and in the final. And I was like, ah! Now it just sounds like I said everybody. If I ever redo like Lost in Time, I like do a remastered version, I will re-record it so it will say everybody, like it's supposed to. The lyric is everybody. It's not supposed to be everybody. It's supposed to be everybody. And the little slightly minor moment at the end, or like minor key moment at the end, the chord. Ah, it's so cool. I love how Kagami Furry did so good. Foodie did so amazing. And yeah, oh yeah, the credits here. He Vocals, storyboard, lyrics, top line, harmonies, and timing. Serena. I did so much I worked on that. But chat, some of you guys don't know my lore, so I'll explain it. I haven't released the full version of my lore yet because I want it to be but the basics of the lore is me and my childhood friend wanted to be idols together, and then she died. And then I cried, and Toka showed up. And Toka was like, dang, that's Yuri. That could be Yuri. And so she just like have the ability to travel through time. And then I repeat time like 50 times, give up. Or I try, and then I save her, and then she turns out to be evil. And then I'm like, shoot, I can't save the world. She's freaking evil. She had to die on purpose. And so then it's like, well, I can't save the world because like all the timelines got corrupted basically. She became evil because as a side effect of like, you know Monica Magica? It's like that, where it's like she became evil as a side effect of like traveling through time too many times. And so it's like, all the timelines are kind of corrupted. And then I was like, well, I can't fix this world. And then I go to the Stellarverse because it's like, well, I can save that one instead. The lore is all based on Toka's. No! No! It's not based on Toka's thirst. Literally, our lore, because we wanted to be I wanted to be a time traveler, and she wanted to be a god. And I was like, well, there's a very clear answer here. So yeah, that's the lore. That's the. Well, I can't fix her. Yeah. Yeah, and then I was like, well, I guess I can finally be an idol in this universe while also saving the world. So that's cool. That's like the lore. That's like the very TLDR version. There's way more because I am I do like to write quite a bit. So when I do eventually release, I want to do like a full like comic dub style video, full comic, and it's like crazy. Her lore is Serena wanted big boobs and need me to show up to help her. No, that's not the lore, Toka. Toka, that's not the lore. SMH. Toka, that is not the lore. The lore is not that I wanted big boobs. The lore is that I wanted regular boobs. I didn't want big boobs. But yeah, that's glad I understand it after a year. Thank you. But yeah, that's all I got, I think. Yeah. I don't got anything else. Last time was the last thing I wanted to react to. Let me turn on my BGM again. Now we're not watching it. That's crazy, and Senbei so confirms it now! Senbei doesn't want. Oh, wait! Waiting! Yes! I am waiting! But also, yeah, that's all I had. Unless you guys had anything else. In general, I feel like I didn't expect this stream to be so long. Thanks for the tip! Wait, oh, thank you for reminding me. Now she reminds me. I have to read the donations from yesterday as well. Hold on. But thank you, Klippo, for the 50! What the heck? Thank you so much! Arigato! Thank you for the membership! Rejoining the membership as well, Klippo! Who's your cameo sheet? You remembered. How dare you? Also, I accidentally opened CurseForge. Hold on, chat. Hold on, I accidentally clicked CurseForge instead when I was trying to switch tabs. Hold on. We lagged for a second because I accidentally opened CurseForge. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me open my stream elements actually while we're doing this. Because I didn't properly thank the donations yesterday and like memberships. I want to thank all of those too. I need to thank all of those too. It's say 1 year I did. Okay, let me thank all these donations, then I'll talk about it. I'll say it after these donations. Because I want to make sure I thank everybody for them. Because yesterday I couldn't really. They're all very rushed when I thanked everybody yesterday for like all the donations. We're in a collab, you know? Okay. So. That one, Anon! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted! Thank you! I appreciate it. The people that got gifted were Lime, Kenny, Ramen, Asen, and TND. So, thank you so much for the gifted! Thank you! Then Asen, rejoined the membership for 3 months and said, let's go! Then, Conclavier, 9 months of membership with the emojis. And I said, yes, thank you, Conclavier, for rejoining the membership for 9 times! That's crazy! Thank you! Then, then Vinali gifted 20 gifted. Which, by the way, that's insane. Thank you so much, Vinali. Thank you so much, Vinali, for the 20 gifted. I know I said it yesterday, but I want to thank again because 20 gifted is like expensive. Thank you so much. And Vinali sniped quite a few people. Vinali sniped a lot of people, but the people that got gifted memberships were Furian, Glitcher Emily, Astaz J7480, Big C Hard, whoever that is, Named Otto, Pitaku, Copster, Skin Lives, Sexy, Cryo Genocide VT, Lapis Rose Channel, Petty Cubit, okay, Dial-Up M, Denkog, Fish, oh, it cuts off the name, but it's like Michelle Master, something, Yuto M, Ashy, of course, because we love Ashy, Solo, I don't know what that says, but I'm not gonna, it feels like something I shouldn't say. Then Okayan, and 20th is Log 7454. Yes, thank you, Vinali, for the Yulian. Yes, thank you, Vinali, for the 20 gifted yesterday. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love the cookie funds. I love them very much. Custard, that was Ulrich. You just unlocked the best memory ever. That's my favorite SVP meme of all time. It's not even mine. It's my favorite SVP meme. It's Yui on the beat, yo, Custard! I love that one so much. It's so funny. We genuinely laughed about that in call for like hours. It was so funny. Yui on the beat, yo, Custard! Yeah. Anyways, super chat. Oh wait, no. Basil fan, thank you for rejoining the membership for your 6th month. Thank you. I appreciate it. Crazy Raz, thank you for the $1.33. Thank you for the super chat. Happy anniversary, girlies. SPP love, SPP forever. Thank you. We love you too. Thank you. We appreciate it. Then Asen gifted another 5 gifted. And they went to Limes, Ineko, Teo Virtuoso, P2 Future, and Foxy. That's really cool. And Crazy Raz joined the membership. Thank you. Finale rejoined the membership for 10 months and said 6-7. And said 6-7 as the SMH. Then Kaz rejoined the membership for 11 months. Yatta! Then Tamagupi joined the membership as well. Thank you. And they also said 6-7. No! Don't say it! Bad! And then Kureji Raz gave us three whole 66 cents super chat, so thank you for that. Then Trash Bandit gave us a $5 super chat, thank you, and said, would you consider Toko furry? Yes. Next question. Then Freddles gave us a $2 super chat, saying, Carburetor, I barely know her. Which is, I still don't understand what the carburetor is, to be honest, chat. But thank you, Freddles, for the $2. Thank you. Then Okaze donated $2 and said, wait, Perry is popular since when? Then... Maguka, thank you for the... I see that note. Hey. I see that note. Also, thank you, Kasita, for the $6.70. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, after that, after Okaze's, Ulrich donated $24 as a tip on Streamlabs and said, happy anniversary. Enjoy some well-earned cookies. Thank you, I will. I appreciate it. Then Ashley rejoined the membership for 2 months and said, just wanted to say that I love your cover yesterday. You were amazing. And oh wait, these are from today. Never mind. Okay, we're starting to get to the more recent ones. Yeah, Ashley said, just wanted to say that I loved your cover yesterday, and you were amazing, and the song was so beautiful. Keep being amazing, Serena. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Then Chubby Fan joined the membership, or rejoined the membership month. Thank you. And then okay, yeah, the rest of these are all ones from yesterday or today. They already thanked. Thank you. Banana last but not least, the more important one, the $50 tip from Klempo. Happy 1-year anniversary, and then rejoining the membership asking who my Kami Yoshi is. Unless you got an old car like a 90. Oh, okay. Good to know that I don't have a car in general, so carburetor is kind of irrelevant to me. I don't drive. I don't have a license or a permit or anything. Yeah. Anyways. Hi, Kami Yoshi. How should I go about doing this? Should I get like a graphic or should I just like say it? I'm gonna pull up a PNG. Okay. Chat, I have a confession. Chat. I actually kind of lied a little bit when I gave you guys the first initial. Okay. I kind of lied a tiny little bit because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to actually tell you guys who my Oshi. So I gave like a letter with like a neutral answer in mind. I gave a letter with a neutral answer in mind because you guys will see. You guys will know later when I tell you guys who it is. You guys will know. But the actual letter that my Oshi's name begins with is a dead giveaway because it's their entire brand. But so I told you guys before that my Oshi's name begins with H. And to be fair, my second Oshi, my second place Oshi is an H. But also, I chose that because I could easily pivot if I wasn't allowed to say. So, the answer that I had in mind when I did lie about that is that, H was for Haka. Banzuin Haka from Hololive. Because I really like his energy is just very fun. His like me and the boys energy is very entertaining. And I like his metal screaming is very good. His singing is very good. So Banzuin Haka was who I had in mind for that. But depending on what Senbei asked me, like if you guys remembered it, I was going to ask Senbei if I was allowed to be honest. I was going to tell him like who it was and if I could be honest, and he said I can be honest, so I will. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to, just because I'm a fan of both female and male VTubers. So I didn't know if I was allowed to talk about it or not. So yeah. Yeah, Haka was my second place. He's my second, like very close second Oshi. I was there for his debut and everything. But anyways, if I wasn't allowed to mention a male VTuber, I was going to pivot and say it was Bae. Hako's Bales from Hololive also. Bae-chan! Yeah, Bae! I was going to pivot if I wasn't allowed to mention a male VTuber. And I was going to say Bae instead, which is why I said H, because it's, I could easily pivot to, like, Hako's Bales. Yeah. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed. But that isn't any of my... Both of those aren't actually my Kami Yoshi, chat. I lied because if I said the letter of my... There's not many people of my, my Kami Yoshi's name. There aren't many with that letter, so I felt like it was really easy to guess. And when you guys guessed, I wasn't sure if it was allowed. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to like talk about like enjoying male VTubers. But I just like everyone. I don't really care about their gender. I just like, yep, that's funny. You're funny. You're good at this. I find it entertaining, you know? It wasn't that I was trying to trick you guys. It was that I wasn't sure if I was allowed to actually say that or not. But guys, my actual Kami Yoshi. Let me save an image so I can post it. let me get an image actually. Let me get the image. I feel like this is kind of unexpected, but also very expected at the same time. Hi, Kami Yoshi! Hi, Kami Yoshi! Oh, I can't. Okay, there. Hi, Kami Yoshi! Is... Doppio drop site! I really like Doppio. This is Doppio drop site from DG Sanji EN. That's my Kami Yoshi. Yes, Doppio! I didn't say H because I I didn't want to like. I couldn't force myself to pivot. Or I could say D. I couldn't say D because you guys would guess it. There aren't many VTubers with like D as their first letter, you know? Especially because Dopey, he makes his entire bit that's like the D is for like I don't know, dirt. The D is for Doppio drop scythe, you know? And so I couldn't say D because I felt like that was a dead giveaway, you know? And on top of that, like I didn't know if I was allowed to like say that I was a fan of male VTubers. No. And so I didn't want to say. So I told a little white lie and I said if they're, especially because he's a male VTuber, he's also part of like Niji, you know, and that's kind of like, especially at the time, that was a bit more controversial. Like everything's kind of died down, but before, like it was quite controversial, you know. And like nowadays, I don't really watch many VTubers now anyway because I'm too busy being a VTuber myself. But yeah, that's my Kami Oshi. That's Doppio drop scythe. I have the keychain of the scythe kicks, the hashtag scythe kicks keychain. I used to put on my phone before I got a new phone case. And yeah, I do really like him a lot. He's very funny. He's very funny, and he's very good at committing to bits, and he's very good at voice acting. He has like a lot of gat mole as well, so it's very entertaining. You never know what to expect from him. And before Dopey had debuted, my Kami Yoshi was Albin. It was Albin, also from Niji EN. It was yeah, he's very good at improv and like he's just very funny overall. But my other one that I really liked before Dopey was Albin. I really liked Albin a lot. Albin Knox. And before Albin, it was actually Ollie from Hololive. Ollie from Hololive. That was like, yeah. That was before I discovered Niji. Alright, I got into Niji. I was a Hololive stan first. Remember you mentioning Alvin in the hand cam? Yeah. I mentioned Alvin because people were guessing that Alvin was my Kami Oshi just because I had a lot of merch of him. It was just because he used to be my Oshi. And by that time, Dopey didn't have a lot of merch yet. Haven't watched the streams for a long time, but I remember good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's my Kami Oshi. If you guys are curious, Doppio drop scythe is my Kami Oshi. Yeah. Oh, I just peeked at the Discord. Serena's true Kami Oshi Hamtaro. True. My Oshi is actually Hamtaro. So Otaka Hashiru yo Hamtaro Sumiko Hashiru yo Hamtaro. Yeah, that's the truth, guys. My Kami Oshi is the drop side. But in general, I was Daredemo Daisuki for Niji EN for a really long time. I was like a huge Niji Sanji fan for a while. And then like everything kind of went downhill, and I was like, oh, shoot. Well, I'm busy streaming now anyway, so yeah, I did really like Niji a lot, and I did really want to be a part of that company for a long time. I was a huge fan of all of them, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate what happened. You know, I don't want to get too into it because it's controversial, you know. But like, I did really want to. I audibly exclaimed, "Doppio drop scythe Scooby-Doo style" the moment you revealed. I mean, hey, the D stands for Doppio. And the P stands for Puyo 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 Puyo. But yeah, I remember I was a huge fan of Niji back then. And so I was really Daredemo Daisuki for everybody. I really loved everyone in Niji EN, and some of the JP and ID members too. I was a super huge fan of all of them. I still do wish the talents the best of luck. I do genuinely still like watch clips every once in a while. I do really like the talents. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I do really like Doppio. I was a fan of Niji EN. I got into it right when like a week after Noctix debuted. I was there for the very first like Noctix and Luxium Valorant collab where they did like a 5v5. I remember being there for that. I really liked Mista and Albin, and then XLA happened, and I was like, I like these guys. But yeah, Illuna was my first EGEN debut. But my first ever like VTuber debut that I like ever saw was actually Iris. I do really like Iris a lot. I do like Iris a lot. That's why I sing a lot of Iris songs on. I do know quite a bit of Iris songs. I sang Iris songs. I've sung Carbonated Love. I've sung Castle of Despair. I almost did sing Diamond Girlfriend for something. I didn't I couldn't find someone to do the rap for me for Diamond Girlfriend, so yeah. But yeah, Dopio. Dopio is my Oshi, believe it. I know it feels I couldn't tell if it was like predictable or not. Were you guys surprised by that? Does that feel weird? That Dopio is my Kami Oshi. Yeah. Do you guys expect that at all? You guys does it give the same vibe? Is the vibe like similar? I feel like sometimes when I talk, I do something. Sometimes I talk like I do like similar inflections to him. Talk. Yo, I was surprised for it to be a male, but then I remember you're a Fujo. I'm not a Fujo. I just don't care what gender the entertainer is. If you're funny, you're funny. I did not expect it, but I can see it now. Not too much, but I can get the vibes. I'm thinking of other VTubers that start with D right now. I see. Listen, the D stands for Dopio. But yeah, I do really like I don't really care what their gender is. I like if they have good vibes, then I like it. But I really enjoy the NijiN guys in particular, just because they're what's it? They have very like entertaining like meme lord or like me and the boys vibes, you know? And so I find it entertaining, especially when I leave it on the background while I work. I like watching NijiN collabs, especially. Collabs in general, I love watching. No one can come up with bangers on the spot like him. Exactly! You get it, exactly. I want to be that good at improv one day, like he is. Sometimes I do it, but it's just like, it just feels random and just not good, you know? Like I try to, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I do like inflect my words a little bit. I'm streaming. That's why I was like, I feel like it's kind of obvious, but I also threw you guys off a little bit, because I don't think you guys expected it to be a male VTuber, and I don't think you guys... Because I threw you guys off the letter things, I didn't know if I was allowed to, one, say that it was male, and two, mention that they're from Niji. So I didn't say anything. Yeah, I really enjoyed NijiN a lot because all of them had like really good synergy with each other. And so it just genuinely felt like they were having fun, you know? But yeah, that's that. Thank you so much everybody for coming to the stream though. I think unless we have anything else we want to talk about, I think we are going to end stream here, I think. It was a fun stream just looking over everything. It's been 3 hours and 45 minutes though, so I think it's time to raid into something. Actually wait! No! We have to look over the schedule! Hold on. Schedule time! Hold on! Schedule time! Let's look over the schedule. Have to... Hold on! You will not be in the abyss for long! I must add the schedule. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, wait! Noto! Serena schedule. It's not in my recent files anymore. This one. Here. Now! Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Here's the schedule! Here's the schedule for this week. So yesterday we had our shelter cover release, which by the way, if you haven't heard it yet, please go do that. Then we had our anniversary collab in Jackbox. So yes. We did that. Then today we had our cover party plus debut reaction where we were talking about debut and yapping and just overall everything. Then tomorrow we are going to be grinding Marvel Rivals because I want the Luna Snow skin. Really, really badly. So we're doing that. Thursday will be no stream because I need a break after all that. Then Friday, we'll be playing Play Up with Petting Zoo. Yatta! More Play Up. Then, Saturday, we'll be doing the winter wrap-up karaoke relay at 2 p.m. Or I'll be a part of. That's when I'm going. I don't remember when it actually starts, but that'll be when I'm going. You sure? Then Saturday, or after that, we'll be continuing Danganronpa. And then that'll be it for the week. That'll be it for the week. Yatta! But other than that, that is pretty much all I've got for you today. I'm trying to look at who is live right now. Everyone kind of has more viewers. But I'm going to rate us into Juna Unagi. She's doing an art stream right now. So she's zatsuing and doing art right now. And her stream is actually titled Please Don't Watch, which means you gotta go watch it. Yes! Thank you everybody so much for your support. Thank you so much for 1 year. I love you all. And I will see you guys next time, okay? I love you guys!